Welcome. You have now tuned in to the Blackout and Shout podcast with your host, Mike Kincaid.
Can I tell you that Baby Yoda just annoys the shit out of me?
That's because you haven't watched The Mandalorian. Oh, look at Baby Yoda, so huge. Levy Curry.
Some people do all sorts of crazy stuff, like dinosaur romance novels. Those are really a thing. Taken by the T-Rex. A billionaire dinosaur forced me, ravaged by the raptors.
I wonder if there's audiobooks of them.
And Jed Vargo.
He was always like well known for wearing the Nazi outfit on.
Captain Kangaroo?
Captain Kangaroo.
Didn't he have the...
No. And he did not dress up as a Nazi either.
So sit back.
Mike, are you... Listen to me.
Relax.
Say, transform and roll out.
And enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 172nd episode of the Blackout and Shout podcast. I am your guest host tonight, Mike Kincaid. It does feel weird, like I had to turn the volume up on the soundboard because this is my first time podcasting. That's what was wrong with my microphone earlier. Just the volume knob. On my virtual left side, Jed Vargo. What's going on, Jed?
Lots of stuff. Lots of things going on.
Welcome back to the show, Jed.
Thanks. It's been a while. Been at least a month.
On my virtual right side, Levy Curry. What's up, Levy?
Hi. The fuck was that?
That was the crowd going wild.
Oh,
No.
I thought that was you after taking a swig of your soda.
I was gonna say that sounded like Jed had a tasty beverage.
No, that would be this. Would be.
A little shorter.
Yeah, I'm all right. Been
Well,
enjoying this week, other than not feeling all that great early in the week, but
Lies.
mm-hmm.
All lies. You don't have to lie to us, Levy.
Right.
One, I know the truth, and two, Mike doesn't give a fuck. So
you think you know the truth.
I do.
Jed thinks I canceled our D&D session because I wanted to play Baldur's Gate.
His D&D got in the way of his other D&D.
That's the most virgin thing I heard in a long fucking
Well,
time.
I didn't even play Baldur's Gate that day, so fuck you.
Imagine that shit, man. You had to cancel out on D&D to do other D&D stuff, man. Oh my god! Like it's like you say it out loud and it sounds even crazier.
He canceled his D&D with friends to play his video game D&D.
I'm gonna play D&D by myself.
By himself.
Yep.
Yeah,
Save some
that's
pussy
exactly
for the rest
it.
of us. Save some pussy for the rest of us.
I glued myself to myself.
Yeah.
So what were you afflicted with, if we're not violating any HIPAA here? If you might share.
No, it was just a really, really bad headache and nausea. So
That sucks.
yeah, no, it didn't get better until probably about like 9:00 at night. So
Right around the time that you signed on Baldur's Gate.
that's right about the time I went to fucking bed, you dickhead.
See, here I thought it was vaginal herpes, but apparently not.
Hey, eat a dick.
See, the truth, when you kind of figure out what the truth is, Mike, he gets all upset. He's like, I'm caught in the lie of canceling my D&D for my video game D&D. I understand.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
I'm still looking at what's her face's jugs.
Are they had better pictures than that, or is it?
Nah, that's the best one, but that's a really good one though.
So that's what happened to fucking Newt, huh? She grew up and started doing gingerbread aliens. Anyway, host. So how have you been?
I've been all right.
Since you've been AWOL.
Yeah, a lot of shows in a row and stuff.
Summertime?
Actually, was all All
Summertime shows, party, like outside shit type of stuff.
Yeah, mostly like parks. A couple shows. Well, we played last week at the Steel Pub, like opening night of Music Fest, which was cool.
Oh, cool.
Although last year was a little better because I want to say Poison was actually playing, and a lot of times after the shows are over at Music Fest, like because we're down by the stacks, people will come out of the shows and they'll end up at the pub. But this time it was some fucking sissy pop star. I don't even know who the hell it was. I couldn't tell you the name because I heard it and didn't recognize it, but so none of those people were really interested.
98 Degrees or some shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so they would not be stopping by the Steel Pub, but we still had a pretty good night though. But yeah, the other shows have been a lot of like some outdoor stuff, which has all been kind of cool, but busy, man. That and BotCon sneaking up on us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a lot of like, what's that? So it's been a lot of just like preparation because I got a table or a vendor space.
Cool.
Actually 2.
Nice.
So I've been trying to like kind of streamline, how I go about doing things because, I don't know, man. It just gets to be kind of a fucking rat race and nothing's organized. And, so I got on shit early this year and got some new containers and got my shit all organized and categorized and inventoried and everything. So I'm ready to go for that. But yeah, that's in a couple weeks, which is why I'm not going to be on the next show. But maybe I can like check in while you guys are on and see if I can see anything new.
That's so hard to do when you're really busy like that. And I'm sure you're going to be wiped.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And the thing is that we're not getting a hotel room because it's in Newark. So it's only like an hour 10, hour 15 from here to there.
Yeah. That's
so
not bad.
Like the hotel was going to end up costing, you know what I mean? That cuts, $700, $800 at the end of the day.
Fuck that.
So it's like, we're just going to commute.
What's your RetroCon time driving?
About the same. About the same. Yeah. $110. Yeah. About the same.
Cool. Oh, before I forget, you were talking about Poison and music and stuff. When I feel old, this year is the 40th anniversary of Shadow of the Devil. Yeah, man. September
Wait,
83.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking it's too fast because Too Fast was what, 80 or 81?
Got me on that one. I'm not sure.
Shout at the Devil. Yeah. 40 years old. Well, I saw another one that tripped me out too, man. Like, I don't know how they came up with the specific date. It must have been like the first fucking song that like Run DMC did or some shit, but apparently it was the 50th anniversary or 50th birthday of rap and hip hop, which,
wow.
Like I said, I don't know how you could pinpoint a specific date of when a genre is born, but
well, what was it? What song is it? Oh my God, I used to know this.
What, like the Sugar Hell Gang or some shit?
Yeah. Is that the first? Yeah. Was that the original? There's a documentary. I remember them talking about. It was them, and there was a certain neighborhood, and then people were talking about how they remembered it originating from that certain part of that neighborhood, and they kind of landmarked it, and then they said that was and then the first like real like album that came out with the stuff on it, I think was like the Sugar Hill Gang. So maybe that's what they're going by.
Probably. Yeah, it's wild, man. Like, I just remember seeing all that shit. Run DMC and the Beastie Boys and shit, especially like after Aerosmith and Run DMC did Walk This Way, shit just kind of like blew up. It was cool. I don't know. I found myself listening to a lot of the old stuff, not 80s necessarily, but a lot of 90s. But yeah, anyways, back to, that week is going to be wild though. The BotCon week next week, because we're going to leave. I play a show with Social Call on Friday, the 19th. I think that's the 19th. And then we're going to leave right from the show and go down to Tony's in North Carolina. And we're going to record some tracks while we're down there and record some video for the tracks. Once I get done, mixing and mastering, we'll be able to put some video together for it. Because we got a couple of songs we're working on, a couple of oddballs. Like the one is right in our wheelhouse, but the other two are kind of like outside the genre that we're trying to do our thing too. So that those songs should be fun. But
Country.
we're gonna yeah, not that crazy. Not that. I'm open-minded, but not that fucking open-minded. But then we come back up here on Wednesday, and then we head to BotCon on Thursday to set up, and then Friday I'll be on the vendor room is actually going to be open on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday I'm going to be there until noon, and then we got friends taking the table over, so I could leave Newark and go to Herndon, Virginia, and play a show with Social Call Friday night, and then I'll drive from Herndon back to Pennsylvania Friday night, and then back to Newark for BotCon on Saturday and Sunday.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking kind of one of them, but I'm like looking forward to it. You know, like Vanessa's like all stressed out about it, but I'm like, I don't know, like I've never been on tour before, and this is the way it's gonna feel like. Just you know what I mean? Because everywhere I'm going, I'm like working. It's not even like a vacation. Like it's all, I mean, of course it's going to be fun going to visit Tony, but we're going to be getting shit done. We're going to be doing recording and getting stuff done. So it's going to be like, yeah, I don't know. I've never been on tour before, and I've never actually it's been a long time since I've taken a straight week off of work. Like I usually take them piecemeal because of being in the band and stuff. So I actually had a whole week left over. So it's going to be, that'll be nice too. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to all that shit.
Cool. So the first full-length rap album with Gang
was Sugar Hill Gang. You broke up. Is that what you said?
Yeah, the Sugar Hill Gang in the February of 19.
Sugar Hill Gang was that was the Jump On It song, right? Jump on it, jump on. That was Sugar Hill Gang, right? The Carlton dance song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was Fresh Prince stuff. Yeah.
They said there were singles before that in 1979, but it didn't take off till the 80s.
Blondie rapped in Rapture. Wasn't that the name of the song? She raps at the end of it. She raps like the second, pretty sure it's the song Rapture. And Blondie was around in the fucking 70s.
That was 81.
Okay, 81. Huh. Yep. And Sugar Hill Gang, you said, was in the 70s? Well, what did they say? They said 50, 83.
It was in 80.
Okay, it was in 80.
But
so rap would technically be, if they went by that, it would be 53 years old then.
Yeah, and if they said there was singles that came out in 79 before the full length album, but they consider Sugar Hill because it was a full length album that came out.
Right. Huh.
I mean, like a lot of that stuff in the 70s was like the beatnik shit. You know, they're doing the fucking poetry stuff.
Yeah,
that was real close to being fucking rap.
Sure.
You know? It wasn't until they started like taking albums and sampling them or like using like tracks and stuff like that to, you know, record over top of.
Imagine if William Shatner would have got into music like when he was way young and did exactly what he's doing. Like he would have been the first rapper.
He did what did fucking Shatner do, Levy? He was Rocket Man? Was it Rocket Man? Wait, that was like in the 60s, wasn't it?
Rocket Man.
That was in the 70s, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm a Rocket Man. It's fucking terrible too.
I'm a Rocket Man.
Oh, you're right. It was 78.
Did he speak it just like he speaks everything else?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. You tried this. Yeah, it was 78. It came out. Elton John's Rocket Man by William Shatner.
Mm-hmm.
Fuckers. Let's see. Shatner first music single. Literally.
I'm gonna be high. He's on the stage smoking a cigarette. This shit's so stupid.
There was I forget what the fuck movie it was in. He was in, but it was about the one dude was from oh my god, I forgot that TV show with the redhead and the two gay guys. What was that called? What was the TV show with the redhead and the two gay dudes? Some Will and Grace, right?
Yeah.
Will was in this movie, and Shatner was in it, and they were making fun of him because he's like, because he was playing this series himself. He's like, I had this idea. He's like, I'm gonna do Hamlet. He's like, but I'm gonna do all the parts.
That's funny.
I saw a pretty interesting movie that has been out apparently for 15 years that I just didn't know existed until I stumbled onto it on, I don't know if I saw it on Showtime or Stars. I think it was on Stars. Anyways, Midnight Meat Train. Have either of you seen the Midnight Meat Train? I know that sounds like a gay porn, but
it sounds like a 70s gay porn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind, Mike, when I heard that.
It was based on a short story written by not Wes Craven, Hellraiser guy, Clive Barker. Or was it Wes Craven? It was Clive Barker. God damn it, now I gotta look it up. Midnight Meat.
Be careful with that.
Train. Yeah, right. You gotta make sure you put you know
Keep the
what?
safe search on.
So it's Clive Barker, but I'm gonna just Google Midnight Meat Train and see what comes up without
While you're Googling, Shatner made his debut on the shelves of record shops in 1968 with the release of an album titled The Transformed Man.
Oh, so he is the first. William Shatner is the first rapper.
Oh wow! Look at that!
The Transformers.
Look at that! Look at this album cover, Mike. Yeah,
Nice.
yes.
Captain Kirk of Star Trek, The Transformed Man. That sounds like a Star Trek episode title.
It's written in that digital font.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was all good on the Midnight Meat Train. All only scenes from the movie come up, but so it had a pre-superstardom Bradley Cooper as the main protagonist, and he's a photographer, and he's like a street photographer basically, and stumbles upon I try to give you spoilers and shit like that, but he stumbles upon this butcher that apparently kills all these people on this subway train, and as he dives deeper into the whole thing, shit gets weird, and basically it was a pretty good fucking horror movie. I'm surprised I never heard of it before, at all. I've never even, and
yeah.
Like I said, it was before he was a big star, so it's not like they would have made a huge deal of it. Yeah, it came out in 2008, I think.
I was gonna say, I think he was a big star back then.
I heard it was right before The Hangover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brooke Shields is in it.
Yeah, she's like a art snob type of character. Yeah, she was pretty good. Yeah, it was a good movie, man. It was fucking weird ass ending. It was a good horror movie. You're into, and it was gory as fuck. And it was that kind of shot in the same way like Saw is, where everything's got those green and blue overtones and shit,
Yeah.
But Bradley Cooper was really good in it, and there's some good acting in it. And the gore was good, and the story was kind of cool. Just, I don't know, it was nice to stumble upon a fucking decent horror movie that I haven't seen.
Speaking about horror stuff, I watched 7 out of 8 of Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities.
Yeah, I made it to the third or fourth one.
That's fun. Those are the fun horror stuff. There's some funny, fun stuff, and there's some really scary shit, and there's some really gross shit. It's pretty good. Yeah,
and they're a decent length too. They're almost movies. You know what I mean? There was some pretty good ones in there. The one that sticks out of my head is the weird looking girl that's, the guys on TV selling her the cream and shit like that, and she keeps putting the cream on herself, and it's just making her more warped and shit.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
You know what I've been watching?
Bowler's
and
Gate?
Shut up, Jen. No,
I've seen this from Boulder's Gate.
I've been watching on YouTube Harry Spotter. And I can't get enough of these fucking videos,
Harry
man.
Spotter.
That sounds like a porn.
Yeah.
It's here, I'll just post the link in the chat and you can just take a look for it for yourself.
That would be, if that was
Harry
a porno,
Spotter, the
it
boy
would
who
be
lifted.
Harry Pooter.
Yeah.
Harry Spotter, the boy who lifted. It's just a whole series of videos of fucking AI art of Harry Potter characters fucking jacked to the gills. I can't get enough of these videos. These things are fucking hilarious.
That's weird.
It's fucking great. You should actually watch the video.
He watches that, and then after he watches that, then he goes and he looks at fucking jacked chicks fucking masturbating on OnlyFans and shit.
I've been like before I go to bed. This is probably not a healthy thing, but I've been like watching like reels on Instagram, like for a good half hour, just random shit, just flipping through stuff, and I can tell that the app steers me toward things that I linger on longer, right?
Right.
So let's say and then, which is unfortunate because sometimes I'll just let it go, like when I'm reading a comment or something from that reel, you know. And then now suddenly I'm watching weird shit like the fucking chick that makes popcorn with her fucking curling iron and goes, and you know, fucking she's like yum yum and fucking does that type of thing and she pretends she's a fucking robot and shit and gets fucking paid for it on fucking on I don't think it's on Instagram. I think it's on fucking TikTok. But yeah, that was a weird one. And then the fucking people parodying that because it's like, I guess it's like a control porn in a way where you're controlling the person in a live video, telling them
those videos,
telling them what to do, but you're paying for it, even though it's like microtransactions. You're still paying; they're getting a cut of it. Yeah, so she's just sitting there, fucking, you know, making random weird fucking noises and she like, you know, and but the funny ones are where it's like outtakes or where her kid gets in like interrupts her and she starts yelling at him in French and then fucking just goes back to the fucking shit again. But yeah, making the individual kernels of popcorn in the curling iron, that's a good one. So
what you're telling us is that you spend your time fucking rotting your brain at night right before you go to sleep.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think that's too healthy. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just relaxing my brain so fucking turning it off and doing random shit. Or I'll see fucking kayakers fucking, you know, getting almost eaten by a shark, or fucking skydiver dudes fucking where their chute doesn't open, they're fucking hitting against fucking like rocks and stuff. There was one with these two dudes. I don't know if they're fucking Spanish or fucking Italian or whatever, but they take a quote from the fucking Boys. And the song starts out, it's like, it goes, Ashley is like, look at me. And they do all these weird fucking dances and shit. Yeah. And they try to get all these other people like at airports and stuff involved or on trains. Just like everyone looks at them like they're a bunch of weirdos. It's just, but they have like 11 million views on one video. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, how does that happen?
How does that happen?
Fucking everyone's else are fucking idiots. They're watching it too. So, but yeah, it's I just get wrapped up thing. And then of course like the cat videos come on.
Right.
Raccoon ones. And then I'm like all over the fucking place. But it's I don't know, like I'm not sure if that's a healthy thing or not. But yeah, I just see random weird shit. Then, you know, of course it takes you down this weird dark path into the
weird part of YouTube.
Yeah, the weird dark internet. You know, once you get past all the how do you get out of a fucking ticket or what to say to the cop that you don't answer any questions type of thing, you know, then it gets into the weird shit. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, horror movies.
Yeah, Midnight Meat Train. Yeah,
Midnight Meat Train. That's it. Midnight Meat Train. What was I watching? There's a show I haven't watched all. I watched a little bit of here and there, but there's been how many episodes of it so far? 4 of them or 5 of them. It's called The Greatest Geek Year Ever, 1982. Yeah, and it has like all these episodes. Have you seen that at all?
I have not.
No.
It's like they're kind of like splitting it into like different things like horror, action, events. It's interesting. You know, those typical documentaries about that time. I got really fast internet now, Mike. I got Xfinity.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, well, I don't want to jinx it, but I've only heard you break up like once so far, maybe twice.
Yeah, and that's because I'm downloading fucking like 40 gigs right now. So, dude, I can't believe how fast it is. It's insane. Like I'll pull down, like Levy, that 100 gig like download of Baldur's Gate like took me like 20 minutes to pull down. It was fucking awesome.
Well, welcome to the club, Jen.
Yeah, I gotta go. I know. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right
back. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's great living in the modern world. You know, instead of being in like the fucking middle ages and having to scrape for my fucking internet speed. So how you feeling about it? Did you I ran into so many crashes with Baldur's Gate.
It froze up on me one time.
Okay.
That was it.
I got to the one. The worst one was where I went through the whole thing and I was taking a long rest, and I couldn't click on the fire or the bedrolls. It wouldn't do it. It wouldn't do anything.
Yeah,
it was just that bug, and I'm like, and I quit the game, came back in, didn't work. Tried switching over to Vulcan and doing it again. Someone mentioned that would help them. Didn't work. So I had to go back to my save game before that, which was like before this fight that I did. And I was like, God damn it. So I had to play out through the whole fucking thing again.
Yeah.
So that sucked.
Yeah, no, when my game crashed, I had forgotten to quick save it after a previous fight. And so I had to go and do that fight all over again.
Yeah.
And then I long rested and made some changes and choices and shit. And so I had to do that all over again. And so, but I eventually did clear out the entire goblin camp.
Oh, good. So that's good. Cause like right when you're fighting the, I can't remember what the fuck that thing is. It's like, it was like, I don't know, like a hobgoblin. Is that who was in charge?
Well, there was 3 leaders. But the one was either a hobgoblin or a bugbear.
Yeah, when we were fighting there, like that at that point, that's when I got that really hard where I had to like redo the whole thing again. It was because it was one of the goblins went up to the level up above that room, and then the spiders were down below that opening, and it was like that 3 level, and I was trying to place them all with it, and right there it just crashed right on me. I was like, what the fuck? Actually, the fight with that fucking drow was a little bit harder than the fucking main fight there. Oh,
really? Because well, I didn't actually fight him.
Oh,
I thunder waved him right into the crevice.
Oh no, I fought him. I took all his shit. I got some really awesome fucking drow armor.
Oh no, the drow I fought. I'm talking about the bugbear guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the bugbear guy. Like I talked to him and shit. And he told me to go see Minthara, the drow lady, right? So then I fought her in her chamber. Then I came back out, and he was sitting on his throne. I noticed there was a big crevice, like or just like a pit, like right next to his throne. So I just had Gale walk up to him and fucking thunder wave him right into it.
It's the best.
And that pissed off all the goblins in the room. But yeah, it was a lot better than fighting that guy because I checked his stats afterwards. He's got like resistance to all physical types of damage.
Yeah, I was making sure I was like I was like sniping them from distance.
Yeah,
before he even got to us.
Oh yeah, that, and then I also actually killed the priestess gut without fighting her either, or without fighting her in the main chamber. I actually got her in her room and just fought her by herself and just pretty much took care of her pretty easily.
I don't remember her, but
she's one of the 3 leaders that you had to kill. She was the goblin lady who wanted to talk to you in her, like if you talk to her, she wants to talk to you in a room about your curing and getting that thing pulled out of your head. And it's just a ruse and she gives you a sleeping potion under the guise of telling you that it's like, something to help with the thing.
It's weird how like since I'm playing it like in a different way, like that wasn't even an option. Like as soon as I opened the doors, they fucking are like initiative fucking fight.
So, probably because you killed did you kill the hobgoblin leader first?
No, I killed the drow chick first.
Oh, really?
There was a room. There was a ladder into her room on the right side, and I turned invisible and climbed up that ladder and fucking sniped her, and then had them come up, and then I destroyed the ladder, and they were stuck up on the top there, and I just fucking hit them from distance until they were all dead. Then I went around, snuck around into that room, and I collected all that shit where that fucking magic orb eye thing was.
Yeah.
Took all our shit, and then I went in there, and it was just fucking initiative was on, and that was a lot easier to wipe them out.
Yeah.
Right away. Okay. And then
I killed her, and that didn't aggro like everyone else in the thing. It's just it just aggroed like the people in that general area. Yeah, like they were close by. But when I went out into the main chamber there with the hobgoblin dude, no one was aggroed on me. So I just walked up to the dude in the throne and just fucking thunder waved him into the pit. After that, then after I killed him, all of the goblins were aggroed.
Yeah.
So like no matter what, like if I tried walking out the front or tried leaving the goblin camp, I just kept going out kept going out, and every new room I would go into, the goblins immediately rolled initiative.
Yep.
So
I tried to leave the spiders alone, but they fucking came. I was like, oh, did you free that dude in the cage, the hanging cage?
In the hanging cage?
Yeah. To the left of that throne room area.
The goblin?
Yeah.
That didn't he didn't take to the absolute
right
worship. No, I left him in there.
You're good. That's good, because it was trapped and the whole fucking thing exploded on me.
Oh really? If you tried to let him out, it exploded on you?
Like I pick locked the lock, and that was fine. And then but when I went to open the door, the whole fucking thing exploded and it fell down and fucking like all this damage. I was like, God damn it. And at that point, the spiders were like, what the fuck's going on? They ran upstairs and attacked me then. I was like, God damn it. So I had to basically wipe out everybody then. Then and then there was that org before you got in the defiled temple area there, before you got to the Underdark passageway. That
what was
signet, was it an org? I think it was like really giant, like big.
Oh, yeah.
Did you sneak past them or did you fucking kill them?
No, I killed them.
Yeah.
I killed them.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah. How far in the Underdark did you get? Did you go through?
No,
I
just solved the puzzle and went through the door, and that's where I saved it last night. So
I'd say you know what's kind of shitty. Like I thought it was actually gonna be better, but the whole mage hand spell, like not only like there's like a time limit on it, but it's like I want it just to go up there and grab something, and it won't, or like go and do this, or it's just like I don't know. But I do know that it like I tried it, I wanted to get that moonstone. Shooting it, I wanted to fucking just grab it off the fucking thing, and it won't go up. It's like one of those things where you just can't jump up to that level, where it just won't fly up there. And I was like, well, that's
wait, it doesn't have stupid. The fly ability? It
does, but it just doesn't fly vertically where you want it to go to. It'll just get to a certain point. And I was like, I'm like, that's lame.
That's weird.
What was the other thing too that was like that too? Oh, if you have a spiritual weapon, all the bad guys will go after the spiritual weapon first.
Yeah.
Before fucking they come at you.
Are you romancing anyone?
No. I'm there. I basically all my entire party's fighting amongst each other, which kill each.
You're breaking up there. What happened?
I said that my whole party wants to kill each other.
Oh.
Like every time I long rest, they're ready to fucking murder each other.
Did you get Karlak?
Who's that?
She's the tiefling barbarian. Oh, you didn't get her? She's like the best character.
I did not.
She's great.
I got the vampire dude, but he stays in camp. I don't use him because I'm a rogue.
Yeah.
And I got the Shadowheart and Gale. And
did you get Will?
Will.
Yeah.
No.
He was the warlock that you meet in the Grove, or actually in the tiefling camp.
No, I didn't take. No,
he was training a bunch of kids.
I freed what's his? Oh wait, the bear. Who's the bear guy?
That's the first druid from the yeah. He's the leader of the Grove. I can't remember what his name is now.
I freed him, but I never went back to the Grove. I just went to the Underdark.
Oh no! He doesn't go back to the. I don't think he goes back to the Grove. Because I told him to wait there outside the, where I freed him at.
Oh, I told him about the snake killing the kid, and he was like, "I'm going." Oh,
you had the snake. The snake killed the kid.
Oh yeah, I let the snake kill the fucking kid. That wasn't my problem.
Christ, Jed.
Well, I wasn't getting involved. Fuck it. I told him I'm playing evil character. Like the evil. It's an evil, chaotic group. So anyway, once the dude found out about the fucking kid getting, fucking killed, he was like, "I'm going back there. You guys can meet me back at the Grove then." I was like, "Oh, okay." See, very different. I'm like, I'm appreciating all these, alternate fucking paths.
Yeah. Like I have him in my camp, but I can't recruit him. I saw somewhere that he doesn't actually become recruitable as a party member until Act 2. Yeah, so, but he is in my camp, so I can talk to him and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he's gone. Yeah, he left. Yeah, the other chick too, the one from the beginning, the fucking what race is she?
Which one?
The fucking what's that race? The one that rides the dragons.
Githyanki.
Githyanki. So she's in the group yet too. But her and Shadowheart want to fucking murder each other. So.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm at that part.
And then the vampire wants to fucking eat everybody while they're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah,
Halson.
and then
his name's Halson.
Halson. Okay.
Yeah. The druid. His name's Halson. Yeah, I'm romancing Shadowheart. I kind of and I want to romance Karlach too at the same time.
Did you find out more about like her background?
Shadowheart?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, she wants to be a she wanted to be a dark justiciar for Shar,
right,
and whatnot. So, but I already triggered the first romance scene where we shared a romantic evening and kissed.
Oh boy. Good timing, Mike.
You had like a shit sneak up on you. Like most of the time I could see a shit coming from a mile away or feel one coming from a mile away. And then like, I don't know, I just had a cup of coffee. So maybe that's what it was, but it was like, I was like fine. And then I wasn't.
It was emergency shit.
It was, man.
Levy and I were just talking about Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
While you were gone.
Yeah. I hope that's going well for you guys.
That's a fantastic game.
It's one of those games where it's like it's so involved that, and it's so well written that we were just, comparing notes. Like I'm playing more of like this evil fucking rogue assassin type of thing. Levy, what are you playing? A fucking rogue too.
Yeah, I'm a rogue.
But I'm more like fucking, I don't give a fuck about anybody or anything. Mm-hmm. So the choices that I make, it changes the story somewhat and how the other characters kind of like, relate to you. So it's pretty cool.
They said there's like a lot of different endings depending on all the choices that you make in the game. So.
I did like that one tip though that I saw from that video where you carry around 3 boxes and now you have advantage on people because you have the higher ground.
Yeah. Yeah, you can carry crates around.
Don't try it, Anakin. I have the high.
Yeah,
that's great.
You got to go back and get Karlach though, because she is like an awesome character. Like, I was just going through and like with her rage and reckless attack, I was just fucking cutting a swap through those goblins.
Cool.
Great. So
be careful in the Underdark.
Yeah, I hear the difficulty ratchets up.
Yeah.
So, but I actually have the permanent ability to see invisibility now. Did you rescue Volo from the goblin camp?
Volo.
Yeah, you met him. You would have met him in the Druid Grove trying to talk to a bear. And then when you go to the goblin camp, he's there captured and they're forcing him to tell stories and shit. And then like, if you try to talk to him and everything like that, they take him, put him in one of the cells and you can rescue him from there. If you rescue him, he shows up at your camp and when you talk to him, you tell him about, or you can choose to tell him about your illithid infection, and he offers to try and help you. And so he freaking ends up trying to do eye surgery, and if you don't stop him, he fucking takes out your fucking eye.
Was that the weird looking like ox or whatever in the thing, the druid thing?
Ox. Yeah,
or was it a bear or like a cow?
No, he was talking to a bear. In the Druid Grove.
No, I don't think I met him.
Yeah, and
nope.
Yeah, so he fucking cuts out he fucking takes out your eye by accident, but then he offers you a fake eye in exchange, kind of like it's like a magical eye, like what Rocket did for Thor.
Yeah.
And he puts it in for you, and now you have the ability to see invisibility. So
interesting.
Yes, but did he carry that eye in his ass?
Knowing him, that's a distinct possibility.
Did you have to get locked up in a slam and trade 2 packs of cools to get the shine put on your eyes? Isn't that basically what happened?
No.
Come on. What kind of sci-fi affectionality are you? Pitch Black? Vin Diesel?
It's been years since I've seen that, dude.
I've seen Pitch Black a couple of times, but I'm not paying attention enough to quote it though.
The girl goes, where the fuck do I get eyes like that? He's
oh yeah. I do remember that
like,
part.
Then
you
gotta find a doctor and give him 2 packs of Cools, and they'll fucking shine on him. That was a great movie. I love that fucking movie.
It was a pretty good movie, man. Yeah,
I like that whole series. I know I'm a minority, but I fucking like all those movies.
The first 2 were good. There was a third one, right?
Yeah, with what's her name? Fucking Starbuck. I forgot the fuck her real name is.
Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah, she was in that one.
Yeah,
I'll never forget
that one. Wasn't bad either.
I never forget the time we were having a housewarming party one time at the apartment warming party at one time at the ex-wife's house before she was the ex-wife, obviously, or the wife for that matter. But our sound guy Q brought that to watch, and he called it. He got his words mixed up, so instead of calling it the Chronicles of Riddick, he called it the Ridicles of Chronic. And it's like there's a. Years later, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, that would be a great pot T-shirt. You know what I mean?
The Ridicles of Chronic.
The Ridicles of Chronic, and it's just Vin Diesel with them fucking eyes and then glasses on and shit with a big fat do-rag hanging out of his mouth.
The Ridicles of Chronic.
Yep.
Dave Bautista was in that one too.
Was he?
And Carl Urban was in that too.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I remember Carl Urban. He played the husband of Tandy Newton's character.
Necromonger.
Yeah. But so what were we talking about?
You got your eye fucking surgically removed and then got the sight unseen.
Yeah. So now I have the permanent ability to see invisible. Or see invisibility.
Cool.
Out to 60 feet. So
nice. Did you guys get anything? You guys get any cool stuff? I didn't get shit.
Let me see.
I got a bunch of shit, but it's like 8 weeks worth of shit. I did get well, Levy brought some shit over. The Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
Mafex Magneto.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you ever figure out what the fuck that hand was from?
I never did. No, I never did. Yeah. Levy, you saw it. You didn't. It was none of yours.
I bet you look familiar.
I bet you any money it's a piece of a Build-A-Figure or some shit that from one of the Marvel Legends that I got because that
not likely because they don't usually have just a hand.
No, but I'm saying like the hand could came off. The hands you could separate a hand from a Marvel Legend, can't you?
Yeah, but that's not Marvel Legends hands don't work like that. Marvel Legends hands have usually have the pegs attached to them, and they have the hinge joint built into the hand.
Yeah, that's the only hand that I saw it looked anything like was one of my Super 7 Thundercats, but it's exactly like you said with the Super 7 where the peg is attached to the hand itself.
That looks like an import figure hand, but the hole looks a little too big, so I'm not sure. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's anything of mine because, like I said, the peg hole it was like really big.
And you didn't have like any type of like McFarlane stuff there, like a Superman or stuff.
I checked Vanessa's shelves too, and I didn't see any of that shit.
Are you asking me, Jed?
Yeah, I was.
McFarlane hands aren't like that either.
According to the searches that I did, they were.
Oh well. Yeah, they are. But they usually don't have removable hands or interchangeable hands, I should say. So there would be no reason to pull them off.
McFarlane DC Multiverse Joker hands right there. That's why I said. That's why I thought it looked like just like the one on the right there, Mike.
It does look just like that one on the right, but I don't have a Joker.
And it's from.
I bet you that's probably Brother Kylan. Hang on, right here. Hang on, let me look.
Did he have a Joker figure?
Is it from this dude?
Shit.
That's why I said McFarlane, because when I did an image search for it, that was the first thing that came up.
That does look just like it.
That's absolutely that same hand, yeah. That is
absolutely. I don't have any McFarlane Joker figures.
Brother Kyle's the only guy I can think of that would have got one. That would have had one.
He has a Joker?
Well, I mean, there's only so many collectors in and out of this house. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the only guy I could imagine because he has some Batman shit too. I think he never answered, but he's probably got a little more pressing matters going on at the time. But anyway,
so what you guys get?
I got the Magneto and that Thouser or Souther or however you want to pronounce his name, is the North Star, which is a pretty good figure. And the Storm, Levy brought me a Mafex X-Men Storm, which was a pretty decent figure. Transformer wise, I got a box in today of like 7 G.I. Joes. Yo, you want to hear some crazy shit, man? So I was 46 years old when I realized that Shipwreck is a Latino. Did you know that?
I thought he was Irish.
Shipwreck's real name, yeah, this tripped me out. Shipwreck's real name is Hector Delgado.
No shit.
Yeah,
you would never know that by listening to him talking.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
My Tony, my drummer Tony's a big G.I. Joe guy, and I hit him up and I'm like, "Did you know that Shipwreck was Spanish or Latino?" I said, and he goes, "Yeah, Hector Delgado, I think." I'm like, "No shit, he knew." And I'm like, "Man, he just always sounded like just like a goofy white guy to me." And he goes, "That's because he was probably voiced by a goofy white guy."
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, that's exactly it." Yeah. So there's your bit of G.I. Joe trivia for you, Hector Delgado.
That's interesting.
Because the reason I bring that up is because I just got the classified version today. I didn't get to crack it open, but
here's something interesting I found out, Levy. Lee Pace, we were talking about him, from Foundation stuff.
Yeah.
He's gay. He's married to a dude. I did not peg him for being because he's a big 6'5" dude,
Is that tall?
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's fucking ripped and stacked and shit. And I did not picture him being, gay. And I was like, wow, that really surprised me. Because who's his other? And I was like, oh, he's married? No shit. I'm like, how about that? But anyway, So yeah, man, fucking Shipwreck is fucking Latino.
yeah,
That's so. They never wrote him like that though, either at all.
nah.
Wow.
It's funny. The more that I get to classify, because the classified figures all have everybody's real names. Like they'll have they do it like their code names are like their middle names, So it's like Hector Shipwreck Delgado or so and so, which I can't remember any of the fucking real names, but yeah, it was wild, man. Like, cause G.I. Joe was in the 80s and shit, and it was a little bit of a different times in the 80s, but and I realized that a lot of their characters that were racially racially diverse were a little on the fucking stereotypical kind of written a certain kind of stereotypical way. But that being said, there was a lot of diversity in G.I. Joe, like more than you remembered, you know what I mean? Like a lot of like not characters that weren't just like white guys, which was, I don't know, pretty cool for the times, I guess, all things considered.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, fucking Roblox talked in rhymes and
right.
Fucking, you know what I mean? Everybody did Spirit did everything but rain dance, and he probably did rain dance if I look hard enough at some of the episodes. You know what I mean? Yeah, they were stereotypical, but they were there, which is cool. Just found that interesting.
Gung Ho wasn't. He was Cajun, but they didn't make him sound Cajun.
No,
he wasn't French at all.
Nah,
that was Chris Latta actually did Gung Ho.
Was Gung Ho? Is that right? No shit, man.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I
sound like Sparkplug.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Honestly, I can't even off the top of my head. I can't even audibilize his voice right now, but I'll take your word for it on that one.
Spike.
There's a dude on YouTube that does these. His name is Ron Algar, and he does these 3 to 4 minute reviews of every Transformers episode and every G.I. Joe episode, and they're fucking hysterical because he just they're really sarcastic and matter of fact and stuff like that, and all the shit he says, as ridiculous as it all sounds, is all true shit. It's like, man, what were we thinking when we were watching some of that stuff? You know what I mean? He was talking about the one episode of Transformers where, and this is hysterical, where it was the one where Jetfire was one of the main characters, Fire in the Sky or Fire on the Mountain. It was the one where they had the laser cannon that tapped into the core, straight into the core of the Earth or whatever.
Yeah, it was like an Aztec temple type of thing or whatever. It had that fucking
super powered cannon hooked up to it and shit like that. And this dude is just You know, all the Autobots had to do was just not show up. It's like for the Decepticons to do anything with that thing, it had to be like in line of sight. Like as long as you didn't go anywhere near it, you couldn't get blasted by it there, you know, but not Optimus Prime, you know. He's like, well, let's go check it out. And then he goes, they come outside the arc and they transform in vehicle mode, and then they show up in South America and they're in vehicle mode, and it's like how the fuck did they get there, you know? It just drove. Skyfire, cool. Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh yeah, that's right, Skyfire. So there's
this fucking taxi. Remember? The Autobot taxi fought his ass.
You forget
around the earth.
You forget. Like because he was always getting his ass handed to him. You forget he had other purposes. Yeah.
He was like, he's like, we will remember you, Jetfire or Skyfire, and like we will remember. And then like 3 episodes later, like Jack's up there, let's thaw him out.
I'm driving everywhere, man. Seriously,
space bridge is broken. Need to get Skyfire out. Yeah, because he's like, I'm too big to sneak around here. And then
he got shot by mistake.
Yeah, he got his ass fucking handed to him. Fucking Starscream's like, traitor, and fucking shot it. He was aiming for Thundercracker.
Good times.
I remember that. That was with the. Did anybody ever make that 3D model of that? I know making
that
stuff
cannon?
like that. Yeah, that cannon. I thought you said you were gonna get that.
They probably did. There was so many different ones. I got the one from the opening, the one where they were like in the cave, and not the one where they got the crystals and shit. There was another cannon that they in maybe episode 2 of the very first miniseries. As a matter of fact,
the one that when Starscream shot the fucking mountaintop,
it fried it. Yeah, that one. Yeah. That was the one. I got that, and it had like the tubes that connected to the energon cubes.
Yeah.
There was that one, and then I got the other. That was Collector's Crafts, and then they made that other thing that Megatron or the Decepticons were shooting the Autobots with that were stopping them from transforming.
Oh, right. So Chris Lotza did Cobra Commander, Gung Ho, Ripper, Breaker, Stealer, and Frostbite. I remember Ripper, of course. He was fucking with the Dreadnoughts, but
one of the Dreadnoughts, yeah.
Breaker,
Stealer was one of. I don't know if you remember that episode or not, but he was in that creepy episode.
Wait. I know what you're gonna say. The one where they fun and the 3 dudes were dead, but they decided to stay there at the end. That one?
Wait, you actually did break up there.
Did I? Oh, shit.
Yeah, what were you saying? You didn't.
It was the multiverse.
It was.
3 dudes were dead, and one of them was fucking the Baroness, and they stayed there. And they stayed there at the end of the episode.
And they stayed there, yeah. That was and it was he did point that out too. He's like, it seems like so like old hat or whatever, but he said, you keep in mind, this was in 84 or 85 or whenever that episode, and multiverse stuff wasn't as like prominent back then as it is now.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. But
I remember that one.
Steeler and Clutch was the other guy's name, I think.
Yeah.
Steeler, Clutch, and damn it, there was another one, but I can't remember. But yeah, I got those. I got the Omnibot too, which I didn't open up yet. The red Omnibot Overdrive, Fioravanti or whatever they call them. And the Power Glide, the Fanslaves Power Glide, which I'm not even sure I'm gonna open. I might just end up having to turn that one over. I don't know.
I heard. Did I hear bad things about that?
Yeah, it just built dumb, from what I understand. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's kind of floppy. Like they put ratchets only in the knees. I think they didn't put any in the hips or in the ankle rockers, and I don't know. Just fucking, they made some weird choices, man. Because they're going through this super cartoon accurate like look, but then he turns into the airplane mode is like super fucking realistic, and it just doesn't make any fucking sense. And I'm like looking at the DX9 one, and I'm like, you know what? That DX9 one is actually like not too bad. And I just got into that habit where I was just like, if it was Fans Toys, I was going to order it. And if I didn't like it, I'd just resell it. But yeah. And I got a bunch of other shit too. I'm not going to try to bore you with all the shit that I got in the last couple of weeks or last
Grunt was the other dude's name. I'm sorry, I had to look it up.
Grunt,
Steeler, Grunt, and Clutch.
Yeah, he's on pre-order. He's on pre-order. Grunt. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, those were like, that was a trippy episode too. You remember he was sick. Somebody got him with some fucking poison or some shit, and he was like all fucked up the whole episode.
That was a two-parter.
That was a two-parter.
A lot of people said it's like ahead of their time, because it was like, what, 84 or whatever it came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, and because I think the fucked up part was because you didn't really see people die in the cartoons back then, except for fucking Optimus Prime and fucking Duke and shit, and even they retconned Duke out of it. He's okay. Well, they showed him like their fucking skeletons still had their fucking outfit.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it was creepy that way. Yep.
Yeah, it was tripped out.
Fucking,
I thought that was cool.
10-year-old kid or whatever, like, that's kind of fucked up. So, Power Glide, not so good then, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't open them up. I'm debating. I might just to, and I'll just not throw the fucking box out.
How are those MMC tapes that you got as exclusives? Are they pretty good?
The Steel Jaw is awesome. I wasn't going to open, so I got my hands on a rewind, or not rewind, eject, but I did not get my hands on the rewind.
Okay.
So I actually didn't open the rewind because I was hearing rumblings that they were going to be sold as a pair,
right?
As a set, and I'm like, well, if I'm going to get the set, because the set is going to have different paint on the weapons. I think they did on the convention exclusives, they did chrome for the weapons, but on the mass release, they were going to do just like regular gold paint. So I didn't want to have a rewind with one set of weapons and the eject with the other side, so I didn't even bother opening that shit yet. But the Steel Jaw was good. The only thing that was weird about the Steel Jaw was that the wings were split right down the middle, and when you put them together, they like kind of like folded up and together. When he was in like lion mode, the wings don't quite stay together. Like there's nothing that pegs them together at the end of the wing, and they bow like the tiniest little bit, so you can like, you know what I mean? There's like space, like they're not, I don't know, they just don't butt up properly completely against each other. But it's right. It's a little nitpicky, you know what I mean? Overall, the figure is awesome.
Did you order the eject and rewind?
Eject and rewind. I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yep. And now we're just waiting on Ramhorn. Well, not only because I mean, obviously you got Slugfest and Overkill and Slam Dance and or whatever the fuck that Rain Dance, whatever the hell the Autobot combiners are, and Beast Box and Squat Talk and all them.
Autobot Johnson.
Yeah. He was a good set.
What about what do you think about the two primes that came out? The one that's like they call it the missing link Optimus, where it's like he's like the old school G1, but he has better articulations.
So I feel like they are going to sell a ton of those, and I think like there's going to be a lot of impulse buys on that, because when I saw that shit, especially because they did such a good job of like putting it into the pose where he was on the front of the box. Or the guy that painted those things on the front, like he went based straight off the toy, so even all the imperfections and oddities about how the toys were shaped were in his paintings. So they nailed that pose, and it's like, oh my God, man, that thing just immediately like took me back in time to 1984, like just seeing it for the first time. You know what I mean? Even more than the Robeson did. The Robeson was more of a like took me back to the cartoon, but as far as the toy goes, man, I saw that and I was like, fucking awesome, but I'm not buying it. I feel like there's going to be a lot of impulse buys on that because they see that shit and it reminds them of their childhood, and like even more than all the rest of this stuff. It's awesome and I think it's cool, but it's just not for me. Levy, I think Levy's getting it. Is Levy? You're getting it, aren't you?
No, I'm not getting it. No.
What about
that the Luna Cruiser Prime?
I couldn't give two rat's ass shits about that. Yeah.
How about Levy? Did you get the Astrobots Hyperion?
I pre-ordered that today. Yeah,
cool. Has like a very Iron Man helmet looking type of look to him.
Yeah. Well, there's another. They have another one that's actually getting ready to be released soon. With that pretty much same mold, except it's yellow and it's got more of like a construction theme to it. Like the big arms have like two drills on it, but you can also, I think it has like Omega Supreme style claws on it that you can interchange. You can switch them out with the drills.
That's cool.
So yeah,
nice.
I can actually bring up a picture of it.
I pre-ordered 3.0. It announced pre-orders for Berserk for Guts and Griffith and the Skull Knight, and they're all like 1/6 scale. And I was like, awesome. Totally
1/6 scale. You like the 1/6 scale?
Oh yeah, man. They'll go real nice with the hot toys. Yeah, it looks so badass. It looks, especially the Skull Knight. It looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, there's the Big Bad Toy Store link for the Astrobots Vulcan.
Oh, cool. It's like the Bumblebee fucking paint job.
Yeah, it looks cool. Like I said, it's got like almost like an Aliens power loader look to it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So he's got these big giant drills, and then like I said, you can switch them out for claws.
It reminds me of the Devastator drills, kind of. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah, and then like the claws look like Omega Supreme's claw.
That picture where he's standing there with the drills, like the second picture, it reminds me of the thing that Ripley was in when she was fighting
the power loader
with the Queen Alien. Oh, is that what you did? Somebody already said that. It's cool looking though.
So yeah, that's apparently
you're staying up on the Astrobots because there's been a few in between, like a couple of chicks, right?
Well, no, the one female was released, which I have. So yeah, no, I have everyone that they've released so far, except for like the specialty ones.
Yeah.
Because like there was one that had like some soft goods with it and had like a cowboy hat, stuff like that. But that's actually not under the Astrobots banner. It's under something else. Is it? No. But yeah, it basically it's just one of the original Astrobots, Apollo, just repainted. And with like a cowboy hat and a poncho, which looks cool.
If you got the cowboy hat on, and when I come over, I'm gonna smash it and wipe the whole wall.
I don't have that one. So there was a couple like special exclusive ones that they came out with that I didn't get, but I have all the mainline stuff so far. I even got those little spider bots, which were pretty awesome.
The spiders look cool as hell.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I like them.
I'll tell you what I did see that I'm absolutely fucking in on. You know the Lewin Resources that did that like 2-foot Optimus Prime, the MP10 Optimus Prime. I think it was like a 2-footer. They're doing a upscaled, like retooled Metroplex, Generations Metroplex. Like you could tell it's the Generations one because a lot of the parts are reused, but like a lot of it's like remolded and it actually looks good. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be like 4 feet at the head. And then I went and watched the video. There was like a teaser video. And at the end of the Metroplex, it wasn't really a teaser video. It was like they were showing off renders and shit. But at the end of the Metroplex video, they showed like 4 or 5 seconds of like a silhouette of Trypticon's head. And which means that they're going to do a big Trypticon.
Is that the Hasbro Trypticon or?
Yeah, I would imagine so. It was just the silhouette.
A retooling of the Hasbro one?
Yeah, probably. Although the Hasbro one was actually pretty decent. Like they I don't know how much they would really need to do to that thing, but
is this the same company that's been talking about releasing? They've been building a really giant sized Metroplex for some time now.
No, that was Like Toys. And the reason I'm in on the reason I think I'm going to be in on the Lewin Resources one, for one, Lewin has been around for a minute and they've done some products and they've done them fairly well from what I've seen out of our community, that of the people that actually like got one of them. Mm-hmm. And two, the Light Toys one was really like G1. It was more what I would have wanted because it's a little bit more G1, and this one, I mean, it's G1 enough, plenty, but that one was like a little bit more like in my wheelhouse as far as what I would have wanted, but we haven't heard a peep in probably over a year. You know, they've done some other like little things, and I'm assuming they're probably like trying to do a bunch of other products to try to raise money to take a run at their Metroplex, which, you know, I would probably support. But if I don't hear anything and another option comes along, then that's probably how it's going to be. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Trying to think if I've seen any other like toy news that was of interest. Oh, I did see. Did Did you guys catch a lot of that shit about bunch of third parties wiping their Weebos? Weibo Weebos. It sounds like that sounds like a euphemism for washing your dick.
What?
They're wiping their Weebos clean.
Weebos wobble, but they don't fall down.
Yeah. It's like the Weebos where they get some of this. It's
I
like
pronounce it like the fucking Boy Scouts, Weeblos, but I'm sure it's wrong.
Well, there's no L in it. I know that much.
Yeah,
but that's like where a lot of the information is, like the third party information is shared. It's like I guess it's some sort of fucking social media site, Japanese or Chinese social media site or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the like Magic Square and New Age and a couple of them other ones, mostly Legends, but I guess X-Transbots did as well. Like wiped their whole page clean of any Transformer shit.
It's a dumpster fire, that fucking thing anyway.
What's a dumpster fire?
The Weebos, whatever social media.
It's just like, it's funny when this kind of shit happens because everybody gets all like, oh, here comes that Hasbro to end third party. And it's like, no, they're not. Like, we've been in this long enough to know that they're just, all these companies are just going to pop up elsewhere under different names and do what they do under that name until something somewhat threatening happens there. And then they're just going to pop up elsewhere. Like, that's just what they do. They're going to be doing it. To me, it's like Hasbro seems like they fight in a losing battle. Yeah. And it might be a battle. I mean, I could see when they're like completely KOing their figures, like their actual molds like that. I understand. But, as far as a lot of these third parties go, I'll just let them do their thing. Because honestly, and I'm sure this isn't the first time we've said this, but if the third parties weren't around doing their thing, my interest in Transformers would not be at the level it is and that it continues to be.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get excited over these couple over a MP or two a year,
What are you talking about? Look at that fucking Raiden combined. They fucking to get you wet.
How did anybody involved in making that thing look at the Moon Studios one? It always takes me back to the Iron Man thing. Like, Moon Studios did this in a cave with spare parts. And they did. They killed it. Like, there's no. Don't give me alt mode. Like we always joke around about alt mode. Don't give me well, the trains look really good. Yeah. Motherfucker, you want to buy a $900 train set? Is that really what you're in this for? The fucking trains, like, no, dude.
Maybe.
I'm in for Transformers.
That robot mode, don't get me wrong, I will admit it looks a little better than it initially did, but it only looks better based on crappier pictures of itself that we've seen earlier. It still looks like shit when you see it next to the Moon Studios one. Like, I can't fucking and then the Moon Studios one's cheaper. Like, the Moon Studios one's cheaper and it's not even close. I think each Moon Studio bot was $125 or maybe $150. So you're looking at like what would that be? A $750 combiner. Is that right? Or no, that would be $900 because there were 6 of them. So okay, so maybe not by a long shot, but it was still cheaper because as I was seeing the individual prices for the Takara ones coming out, they were all more expensive than the Raiden one, than the Moon Studio ones. So yeah, I don't know, man.
What about aren't you getting the Silverhawks? Didn't they then at Super 7 have the news?
They did, yeah. And I saw that Buzzsaw look so fucking cool. They all look cool, but and especially now they're doing the vacuum sealed like chrome shit now that they weren't initially going to do. But I bought in on the ramen ones, and the ramen ones I like better than all that shit. But the problem with the ramen ones is like, well, are they going to do the rest of the lineup? So then I got myself to a point where I'm looking at Quicksilver and Monstar just as one-offs by themselves, and I'm like, you know what? Honestly, if that's what my Silverhawk collection ends up being, just the main protagonist and the main antagonist, and that's all it is, I'm fine. I'll just put that on that'll be like on some sort of misfit shelf where I just get a couple figures from franchises that I dig, but not get locked into having to get the entire main cast. Although that's probably what I would have preferred because I really did like that show, but. No big deal.
Did you see that Amazing Yamaguchi put up for pre-order their Thor figure?
Are you asking me or are you asking Jed? Because I think you got one for me, didn't you?
No, I didn't order it yet because it's not on Ami. Up on Ami.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said you didn't want that one.
No, I did. Man, I got the Mafex one, and the Mafex one's pretty awesome. But then I saw that amazing Yamaguchi one, and I'm like, that's more like what I would picture Thor being.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you guys saying about how Thor was like kind of short, and then I saw that
on the Mafex one.
Yeah, and then I saw the amazing Yamaguchi.
Yeah,
a good inch taller than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I picture him more like that. Like I picture him more as a bigger guy. Like I mean, I don't know.
I linked to it up top. There's a second. There's a second link above the picture that Jed posted. If you want to see the BBTS listing?
No, I saw it. I saw that earlier today. Damn, that fucking man! You keep teasing me with that fucking Robotech, man.
I bought one, dude. I pre-ordered that shit.
Yeah, that shit is really so cool.
I mean, it's not 10 inches. What a Seeker is 10 inches, right?
Nah, Seeker's like 8.5.
Is it? Oh, okay.
The MP10 is 9.25 inches tall.
9.25. Okay.
Yeah, and this is what, like 8?
8. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad size.
No, that's what. Yeah, you're right. 9.5.
So you picture him. You picture the even though it's based on Jetfire, you picture him more like Seeker size if he was to be stuck in a Transformers collection.
Yeah, he's not gonna be Jetfire size.
Yeah.
I mean, they did make one that was really big, but that's insanely hard to find. And if you do want to buy, you probably shelling out $1,000 for it. This is $150, so I'm pretty happy with that, and I think it looks really good.
Wait, the same company did the other one?
No, Bandai did the other one.
Oh, Bandai did the other one. So
yeah, that's official.
Yeah. Well, this is official too. This is 3.0. But
right, but this is licensed. I'm just saying, like, Bandai doing that. That's like official.
Yeah, but Bandai has kind of been really moving toward their Solo Chigoken scale. So their fucking Robotech dudes are like 4 inches now or 5 inches. I have one. It's like something metal version or whatever, but yeah, it's a Bandai official, and they're really small. And because I bought one, and it was about the same price, and I was like really bummed out because I thought it was bigger. And it comes with all, like, just like any Solo Chigoken thing, comes with all these accessories, and it's really well made. It's just small, and like their Voltron is like 10 inches, but that's to scale with all their other stuff, and I have the fucking Yamato from Star Blazers, and it's all scaled like Mazinger Z. That's their scale that they're following. So to do something like this, 8 inches, and 3.0 does good shit. So all that stuff is all through. I just threw all like in the last week or two. But yeah, that's probably the closest maybe that I get, to having a decent size fucking Robotech.
See, if I would get Rick Hunters, I would want the fucking Skull Squadron, that yellow fucking, and black. What's his face? Roy Fucker. And then that leads to Max Sterling, and it's like, Jesus, man. I just
need one. I don't need to do the whole thing. I got one. I'm good. And that it transforms on top of it, and or a stand for it.
And you said it transforms on. You broke up there. You said it transforms, and then on top of it, what?
That comes with a stand that accommodates all 3 modes.
That's dope. Yeah, that's really nice looking. And that fucking Berserk shit is pretty nice looking too, man.
Well, that's the 1/6 stuff. So
yeah.
And Levy has what's that called? The seamless joints, where it has that like over top of the thing for guts. What's that called is it seamless joints?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What scale is that?
1/6.
Who makes the body? Is that
3.0?
Oh, okay. So
I'm
just wondering if they license the bodies actually from TV League or not, because some third party or some 1/6 scale figures will do that. They'll actually license the actual bodies from TV League.
I don't know.
So
I've never seen that I never bought that. Besides, Hot Toys, and they're usually Iron Man.
Yeah, I can't tell from here what kind of material that is. So I can't tell if it's like silicone or if it's just like rubber over the over a skeleton or something like that. But yeah, I don't think this is a Vice or a TB League body, but yeah. So I got my first MDLX figures on the way.
Ooh.
My
Nice.
MDLX Transformers figures on the way. Optimus Prime came in stock. And they already had Bumblebee and Cliffjumper. So today I got the notification that the Flame Toys RC model kit also came in. So I just said, go ahead and ship it. So
Cool.
MDLX, that's just this, it's like a G1 stylized G1 type of looking figure.
Yeah.
Is that what?
Yeah, they're basically like, Masterpiece Action Masters.
Action Masters, yeah, I was just gonna say.
They're smaller than a Masterpiece.
They're more affordable Flames Toys figures.
Right.
They're not Masterpiece scale. They're smaller.
No, they're not. I know they're not Masterpiece scale. I'm just saying they're Masterpiece Action Masters. So
I'm gonna step out for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Or do you guys want to take 5? Can we take 5?
Are you gonna take another shit?
No, I was gonna go have the middle of the show, but
I'll talk to Levy about Dungeons and Dragons stuff while you're
good enough.
gone.
Knock yourself out.
Fill the middle part. Are you excited for your MDLX?
Yeah, I'm excited to get them. The Optimus Prime one looks really awesome. So
I want to get those turtles, but I don't feel like paying the fucking scalper. But
what turtles?
The Mirage NECA.
Oh,
that came. It was a 4-pack, and they're only available at Target.
Oh, yeah.
One of those deals.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. So people they upcharge. That's not too bad. It's like $50, but still, I mean, it's for fucking turtles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me see if they're available on the site again or not. Probably not. 7-inch.
Did you see that Street Fighter's doing a collaboration with Ninja Turtles?
I did see that.
Yeah, that was announced at EVO.
The horror and everything out. Yeah, these guys, Levy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen those. Those look nice. I just never liked them all having the same color headband. I know that's how they originally were, but
yeah,
I like having the different colors just to differentiate them a little bit.
Like when they first came out in the comics, they had like that anorexic look to them, and then probably about 12 issues later, they got this look, and then they kind of stuck with it for a long time.
Yeah.
So that's the look that I always knew and liked a lot.
Yeah.
Growing up with reading the underground black and white comics.
Yeah, and it looks like that this is what the original movie was inspired by, because this looks very similar to that.
Available near me. Oh yeah, where's that? Oh, I think my zip code is in fucking Ohio.
No,
that's not gonna help. No, not available. Fuck you. Yeah. I'm probably just gonna have to. Oh, there was a thing that came out.
You're breaking up a lot, Jed.
Am I?
Yeah, a lot.
I shouldn't be.
Yeah, you're.
Am I downloading something?
You're cutting out a lot.
Yeah. Let me reboot here. How about now?
Well, I'll let you know.
Okay, so let me know if it's breaking. I shouldn't be breaking up. For Christ's sake, I have a super fast fucking connection. And my ping is like 12 milliseconds. So there was a what's this? Oh, that's a different. Okay, never mind. Metroid. Bandai came out with a Figma character of the thing that she fights. What the fuck it's called? Let me pull it up. I pre-ordered it. It looked really cool. I never played the game, but the fucking the characters and the figures in the fucking game look awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Order history.
Talking about Ridley?
No. Hold on.
Kraid? Mother Brain?
Hold on. Not the Mother Brain now. I know what that is. EMMI. Dread. Let's see.
Which game is that from?
Metroid Dread.
Oh, I never played Dread.
Copy. Neither did I, but like I said, the figures and stuff like that look really cool. Check this out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
It's really neat looking.
Yeah, it's cool how the arms collapse up into like more normal sized arms, or it can extend out and shit.
So it's called a Metroid Dread EMMI. ME, whatever.
Who makes that?
That's Figma.
Oh, okay.
Good smile.
Hmm.
I got if you are interested, if you ever change your mind or anything like that, I got I pre-ordered like 3 of them. 3 of these Samus copy. So if I'll have one available if you ever want one.
No, I have the regular Samus. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was asking if you wanted it or not, because I know you had their own. It comes with the ball and everything. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was like they showed that like a week or 2 ago. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I have no idea who the fuck it is, but it looks awesome. I think I'll pick that up too. Let's see. You know, I got to keep an eye on fucking Ami a little bit better. They're coming out with some cool stuff on here that I'm not getting messaged about. There's something I was going to ask you, Levy, and I can't remember what the fuck it was. I knew it was something about Dungeons and Dragons and about Baldur's Gate. And are you playing with the keyboard or are you playing with a controller?
Oh, keyboard.
I saw some article I was reading. They're like, oh, you got to play with a controller, you know? Yeah. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll try it. And I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Like, you know how you hold down the Alt so you can do that like active searching for items and shit, you know? You actually have to do like this weird search hold down button thing that does like this ring like 60 feet out instead, or it's really stupid. But I guess if you like playing with a controller, then that's for you.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Am I breaking up at all?
Nope.
Okay, good. Must have been just fucking Discord. So yeah, so I went through all this in the Underdark there's all this weird shit that like it depends on which way you like go to the good guy side or the bad guy side and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's these fucking hook horrors that are they're fucking hard. Be careful of those. They're really fucking weird. Did you see anybody or anything yet while you were down there, or did you just got there?
No, I just climbed down the ladder and then I saved it and went to bed because it was really late last night.
Do you know, like I always like pictured the Underdark, but like that really gave me a really cool like visualization of it. Like, oh yeah, you know what? There probably are glowing crystals fucking down there.
Yeah.
You know? And it probably does look like fucking, it probably is that long to get all the way to fuck down there, you know? It's not just a cave you're like walking in. So I was like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. Now there's some really cool shit down there.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to exploring it.
Did you get the updated NVIDIA drivers?
Yeah.
The DLSS?
Yeah, the game ready drivers. Yeah.
Are you using DLSS?
Oh, absolutely. Whenever DLSS is available, I use it.
I never realized that you couldn't use that and their like anti-alias fucking AI at the same time. Oh. It's either one or the other.
Oh, were you talking about the FSR?
No, the DLAA, I think it is.
Oh.
Is that what it is called?
I don't know.
Let me look.
DLAA. Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Deep learning anti-aliasing.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, DLA. So you can't use DLSS and DLAA at the same time. Okay,
yeah, that makes sense.
So I've been picking the quality DLSS option instead.
Yeah, with a 3080 you should be able to get away with just doing quality.
Yeah.
I told April with her 3070 she should either run quality or balanced.
Is she playing?
So, not really.
No.
No. She couldn't even get past the first fight or the first fight with the intellect devours after the ship crashed.
Oh.
When it's just you and Shadowheart.
Yeah.
She had a hard time with that. So she finally got past it, but it took her a couple tries. And I'm like, well, you're playing a druid. Keep your distance and just, hit them with range cantrip, because you have produce flame. So just hurl your flame, because we couldn't figure out how to hurl the flame after she produces it. So she's just like she produced the flame. Now her hand's glowing and she's hitting with a sword. So
that doesn't help.
So at first she was trying to hit him with her quarterstaff, and she was missing every time. And I'm like, bring up your inventory sheet so I can see your character sheet here. She's got a strength of 10, and I'm like, You need to equip a finesse weapon. So I saw that she had a scimitar in her pack, and so I'm like, equip the scimitar. That's a finesse weapon. You have a dexterity of like 14. So she took that out. Then she started hitting the creatures. I'm like, okay, see, there you go. So, but no, it's taken her some time to get into it. She just can't. Like whenever she plays it, she would just rather be playing WoW.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Because it's familiar, you know what I mean? So
yeah. No, I get it.
But yeah, dude, if you can go back, you need to go back and get Karlach.
Where's she at?
Well, actually, though, no, you can't get Karlach unless you get Will. I don't know how you missed Will.
Who's Will again?
He's the warlock. You meet him like if you go into the grove. He's like like after you pass the merchant in the grove, or not the grove, the tiefling camp outside the grove.
Uh-huh.
Like when you go through the gate, you go up a ways and then into the cavern, and right at the opening of the cavern there's that little halfling merchant, right?
Right.
When you go and you just follow that path straight down, and you got to a wooden platform where this guy is training these kids, and you talk to the guy and he joins your party.
No, I didn't see him at all.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
You're not talking to everyone, are you?
Well, yeah. I mean, the people I see, I talked to some weird dude that was like talking about how he's writing shit down and how he's chronicalizing things. And he's like, oh, and at what point did the dragon show up? And I'm like, there was no dragon.
That's Volo.
Oh, is that Volo? Okay.
Yeah, that's Volo.
Okay. So I talked to him. And
that's in the grove itself. This is
right.
Will is, like I said, he's in the tiefling camp. Like
tiefling camp.
Yeah, where all the tieflings were before you went into the actual grove. After you defeated the goblins outside and you went in through the gate, that's the tiefling camp in the cave.
No, I attacked them, so they didn't fucking last.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Well, they were giving me fucking shit, so I was like, it's either you talk to them all nice or you let the one dude knock the other guy out and stuff like that. So I fucking did it. So
I posted a picture. Yeah, that's Will right there.
Yeah, I didn't mean for that fucking dude. I don't know who that motherfucker is.
Oh my god, you are missing out. Like him and Karlach, they're both great characters.
If I could play it all with just my one evil character and not have any help, I would do it. Because I'm being evil, you know?
Oh my god.
What? It's like it's hard to like not, do the right thing. Like the hardest one was the fucking snake, killing the kid. Like that was tough. But I let it go because that's my character. That's who I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
None of my fucking business, They want to fucking murder some kid.
And this is Karlach.
But when somebody gets up in my fucking grill, that's my business. And then I either fucking kill him. No, I don't even know who the fuck that is. Or I fucking knock him out or whatever. Yeah.
She's one of my favorite characters.
I'm a fucking dark rogue assassin. And I plan to be like a gloomstalker fucking sniper. So I'm not here for romance. I'm here
I'm not talking about romance. I'm talking about
people.
That's what she does, man. She fucking just beats the hell out of people. She's fucking great.
Well, maybe when I make my way back to the Grove, I'll look around for those people.
Well, she's not in the Grove. She's did you get to the part where you encountered the gnolls that were birthing from dead hyenas?
No, but that sounds cool.
Oh, jeez.
No. Remember, I didn't fight my way through the goblin thing. I took charge and they let me through.
This is north of the goblin camp in the blighted village.
I didn't go that way yet.
You can go west to go to the goblin camp. But if you go north, then if you go north. But the thing is, like, if you go through the Underdark and complete that, I think that takes you right to Act 2, and you're going to cut yourself off from all that other content.
Oh. Yeah,
because if you don't like these characters, if you don't get them in Act 1, you lock yourself out. You'll never get them. You might still be able to get Karlach, but like when you get Will, he actually has a vendetta against her, and so that's how you get the quest to find her, because you originally go the quest is to go and kill her. But then you find out she's not actually a real devil. She was just pressed into service against her will by Azariel. And so you actually find out she's a good person, and she wants to fight evil, and you can recruit her. And yeah, she's just a fantastic fucking. She's a barbarian, so her rage, like she's just a huge meat shield, and she just fucking tanks the damage and just fucking kills everything. She's great. Yeah, but in fact, I don't even take Zariel at all. She's pretty much my big damage dealer, my big melee character. So
okay, so it says here, can you leave the Underdark and finish open Act 1 quests? You can leave at any moment. You can leave without finishing, but there will be a big point of no return style pop up as usual.
Oh, okay.
So the Underdark is part of Act 1, not the end of it. It says even in Act 2, you can go back to the Act 1 areas.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, no big deal. Cool. Are you back?
Yeah.
Mike?
I am. Yeah, I was just listening.
Levy's trying to get me to find these like cool characters, but I'm like a bad guy, and I have a feeling that they wouldn't mix very well. I get like this. I get this vampire and this fucking weirdo fucking wizard and shit. That's about it. And this fucking bitch that had her mind wiped, but she wants to be fucking evil too. I'm like, this is great. Fucking evil party. Way to go. Mm. And you're like, get these cool guys because they fight bad people. I'm like, no, I am the bad people. Anyway. Yeah. I watched an episode of that Japanese anime called You're Under Arrest. The one where they, I think it's X-Transbots, did a version of Skids.
Yeah, he was like a police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch this because I saw like a clip of it on this one Twitter fucking channel that I follow. It was good. I was actually surprised. I mean, for like a 90s anime type of thing.
Right.
And now I see where they got the fucking moped and everything from it. And it's like a big character thing for that show. But it was pretty good animation. I only watched one episode of it so far. It's like an OVA. There was like four episodes for the first one. But then they had like this big, huge season and a movie and another movie and stuff like that. So, but apparently it's pretty popular having two fucking chicks being cops and all that stuff.
I got to catch up on that Hell's Paradise because I'm sure probably a couple more episodes past where I was at.
It's over at let me see. Well, not over, but it's 13 was the last one.
13. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think, I was around 10 the last time I checked in.
That's weird too. That's a weird one.
Yeah. It was definitely like, because at this point, like we've seen everything, it's kind of like, it's kind of like Shredders in the 80s. Like, how fast are y'all going to play? Like, we've heard this before, that's how anime is anymore. It's like, man, if you're going to catch me, it's got to be with something just weird.
Yeah.
And it's definitely weird.
There's so many of those like clones of like, hey, I died and went to a dungeon, and now I can level up like animes. And I was just like, ugh. And then there's ones where there's like, the clones of a Hero Academia type of thing, like Superhero High School or Assassin School or some shit like that. I'm just like, give me something different, And then I tried to watch the fucking Bastard like remake that came out.
I started watching that.
And it wasn't as violent or as good as fucking the original. It was like the chick wasn't slapping people around or anything. I was like, oh man, I'm like, this kind of sucks.
That's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We started watching it too. I mean, the animation was cool. Like, but
did you see the trailer for the new Castlevania coming out?
I did. Yeah. Phil sent me that shit. Yeah. I can't wait. I wonder what the story is though.
Like, this shit.
I'm the one that sent you the link.
So which Belmont are we? What Belmont was it again?
That is Richter Belmont. This is basically their adaptation of Rondo of Blood, right? and Symphony of the Night.
That's the kid, right?
Richter?
That they showed in
Richter's like 100 some years after.
Okay.
after Trevor.
No, but I mean, there was a kid, and I thought the kid was a Belmont. Like the one that wasn't there a kid being trained or some shit in the trailer that I saw.
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been weeks since I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have to go back and watch it again. But regardless, more animated Castlevania is always good news.
Right.
So, yeah, definitely.
Wasn't are you talking about the end of the season 4, where what's her name was pregnant and then?
Nah, I thought I saw in the trailer there was like a young Belmont like learning how to whip shit, learning how to whip it good.
So Levy, who's make sure I got this right. Who's Trevor's kid?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so where does Simon fall in that? That's Trevor's grandfather, right?
No, Simon comes after Trevor.
Oh, Simon comes after. I thought Simon came before Trevor. Who came before Trevor then?
Actually, there's been a couple. I think maybe a couple. Lament of Innocence. That was according to Lament of Innocence. That was what's his name? Leon Belmont was the first vampire hunter of the Belmont clan.
Oh, I was right. Okay, so Trevor's kid is Simon.
Not according to the video game
so
lore. I mean, Simon was like quite a few years separated from Belmont.
So it says Simon
from Trevor.
Simon Belmont appears in the rebooted series Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate, as the son of Trevor Belmont and Sifia Belnatis, grandson of Gabriel Belmont, later known as Dracula.
No, the Lords of Shadow, that's a different continuity.
Okay. So where are you going from? Curse of Darkness? That one?
No, the original NES games.
Oh, the original. Okay.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, from what I understand, because the Castlevania 1 and 2 was Simon, and then like several hundred years, like I think maybe like 100, 150 years prior to that. I may have the exact time wrong, number of years wrong, but it's something like that. Was Castlevania 3. So that took place a ways before the first two games, and that was Trevor and Sypha, Grand Alucard. And then they have a whole bunch of other games, but I'm not sure where Richter falls in relation to Trevor or rather to Simon, because I know it's after Richter is after Trevor, but I don't know by how long, how many generations, and I don't know where he is in the family tree in relation to Simon Belmont. But yeah, Richter Belmont was the main character of Rondo of Blood, which was which led directly into Symphony of the Night. So, because in Symphony of the Night, when you're playing as Alucard, you have to, when you get to the top of the castle, you have to face Richter Belmont, who's claims to be the master of the castle. But then if you find that special item, you find out that he's being controlled by the wizard Shaft, and you can actually see Shaft, and you have to kill him, which takes you to the inverted castle.
Shut your mouth. Sorry.
So wow, there's too many I need a family tree thing here.
Yeah. It's well, there's so many games, and so I don't know where each of them fall. But I know that the Lords of Shadow games are like they're like a different continuity. So according to this,
so it says Trevor defeated Dracula in Castlevania 3, and then.
So according to this, well, actually, I don't know if this is a direct descendant or maybe like he's the first Belmont vampire hunter Belmont was Leon. The next one that is known is Trevor, but I'm not sure how many generations they're separated by. It's not really clear here. So he married Sypha. They had a child named Frederick, who then had Christopher, who then had Soleil Belmont, who then had well, actually, this is weird. Christopher Belmont's children, Gerhardt and Soleil, apparently both had Simon. So a little incest there. I don't know. So then Simon. Then you had Just Belmont. Okay, so then Just Bel. So I think Richter here is Simon's grandson. So according to this family tree that I'm seeing in the Castlevania fandom wiki.
All right, so let's rewind for a second. So who's in the new series? That's
Richter. This new series is going to be based on Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night, from what I read. Oh, and apparently it looks like one of Trevor's children, Mary, married Leo Helsing, and that begot the Helsing clan.
So I remember Dracula X. That is like Rondo of Blood.
Yeah, right? Dracula X was the name of Rondo of Blood in America.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
Or maybe that might have been the name in Japan.
Several hundred years have passed since Simon defeated Count Dracula, right? Okay. So Dracula plots revenge on Simon's blood. Here we go, Mike. Dracula plots revenge on Simon's bloodline by attempting to murder Richter Belmont, Simon's descendant. He does this by kidnapping Richter's girlfriend, Annette, and her little sister, imprisoning them in the castle. So that's where Richter falls into the whole thing.
Okay.
But he's not Trevor and Sypha's kid. That's like a couple of generations after that.
Yeah. According to this, quite a few generations, actually.
Did you get all that, Mike?
Got it.
Okay, good.
Caught up.
But just know that Symphony of the Night is one of the most celebrated Castlevania titles.
That came out after Dracula X.
Yeah, well, it's the sequel. Yeah. It's a sequel to Dracula X. Yeah,
right.
I mean, I'm sure I'm not gonna have to know all this shit when I'm watching it.
No, I mean it's like good to know, like because
if you want to be a good nerd, know this shit.
I had thought that maybe like fucking what's his name, Richter.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that he was like maybe Trevor's kid, but it's not.
Was Alucard in the trailer?
Did he do some voiceovering there, Mike, or did I miss that?
I can't remember if he was in the trailer. He should be in the series because I mean he was the main character of Symphony of the Night.
He was a great character too, man. A little weird when he let them siblings tag team him, but you know. I was like, wow, this is a great character, and then I'm like, well, man, I don't know if I ought to continue down the same path that you have, son, but do whatever it is that you like doing. You
know what? He probably saw those breasts way before we did. You're like, oh, where'd they come from? I'm like, okay. I see what you're looking at, Alucard. All right, I got it. But yeah, unfortunately, he had to murder both of them. Spoilers. Yeah. And then he put up their heads on a pike. Right?
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, the Lords of Shadow is a rebooted Castlevania series, and in that Dracula is actually a Belmont.
Okay.
You know what's funny, Jay?
Gabriel Belmont.
The way my mind associates things with other things makes me laugh sometimes because every time I hear Simon Belmont, you know what pops into my head? When we were clowning that girl that fell over and all our teeth got knocked out, and we had her talking like Herbie from Family Guy, and then Levy brought up Castlevania, and it was like Simon Belmont. Like that's what pops into my head when I hear Simon Belmont. I hear that girl.
What girl knocked her teeth out?
Mine, the one that got drunk and fucking fell over, and her fucking teeth knocked all her fucking teeth out and shit. Remember we were
video.
Jed laughed. You felt sorry for her, and Jed laughed. And at first, I felt sorry for her, but then I decided that I only felt sorry for her because she was like cute, you know.
Oh, is this a video?
No,
yeah.
This is.
It was in the video.
Was it in the video?
What do you think it was like on your front porch?
Well, no, I thought
it might have been at a show.
I thought it was a picture. I thought you had a picture of it. I don't know.
Was it a picture? I thought it was a video. Maybe it was a picture.
I thought he was talking about something that happened at a show.
No.
This is like somebody on the internet somewhere.
There has been the occasional person that at my shows that did not have their teeth, but that is how they showed up. They didn't get that way at my show. They showed up. They were already like that when they got there.
Or what's his name when he fell on the drum set?
Oh, Dorn. Yeah. He was all right though. He just.
So I actually have an interesting story.
Oh yeah. Right?
Yeah, you guys are aware of this game called Magic the Gathering, right?
Yeah. We're not gonna pretend to not know what it is just because it's gonna ruin our street cred.
You mentioned it a few times on the show.
Yeah. So anyway, they recently released.
Are we gonna give a fuck?
Yes.
Okay. I'm listening.
They recently released a Lord of the Rings themed expansion, right? And so, like, you know, they printed cards of, you know, people, places, events, and items from Lord of the Rings, right? One of the cards that they made was of the One Ring. And to promote the set, what they did was, like, there's a regular version of the card, which is, like, you know, mass market, and, like, you know, anybody can easily find one in a pack. It's a rare card, you know, it's a, you know, a rare card, but, you know, you can find it in a pack easily enough if you open up enough packs. But they made a special version with unique art, and the rules text on the card is printed in Elvish, and they only made exactly one.
Elvish, like Sean Connery was
They made exactly one card of this. All right, kind of like the Willy Wonka golden tickets. That there was 5 of those, and they made exactly one of these cards, and they inserted it into a random pack.
Blue shoes.
So people were putting out bounties on this cards, like saying, you know, whoever finds this card, I'll pay you $100,000 for this card. Other people were saying, I'll pay you $1 million. And like the highest bounty was like $2 million, right? So eventually this card was found. It was opened up. So the guy who found it, he immediately, you know, slabbed it and got it graded and everything. And then the offers started rolling in. Well, it ended up getting bought by Post Malone, if you know who he is.
Yeah,
right?
We're familiar. Yeah, right.
Yep.
So April has a friend in World of Warcraft. He's one of her guildmates, and he is avid in the cosplay community. So he goes around to conventions. He's got a really, really cool looking Spider-Man costume. It's really, really nice. So he sends her a text message telling her about how a friend of his actually held the One Ring card. And she's like, oh my God, Post Malone bought that. She's like, who do you think she was playing with? And I'm trying to find, where the hell is the, oh, here we go. Oh, maybe I have to download it.
On a side note, Mike, the James Callis he's going to do Alucard in the new series, which is awesome.
Nice.
So, yeah, so he sends her a picture of his friend sitting there with Post Malone holding the card.
Did we just lose everybody? Oh, there it is.
No, I'm talking. I'm trying to upload the picture.
I'm here.
So, yeah. So this is his friend, who's actually a Magic Arena streamer. She's actually pretty well known in the YouTube space in the Magic community. But yeah, that's not her name. She goes by the name Talia Vest. But yeah, she's good friends with Post Malone, and there she is with the One Ring card, which I thought was pretty cool. So I'm 4 Kevin Bacons away from Post Malone. Is essentially what this story is about.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So April has a friend who knows somebody who knows Post Malone.
I thought you were gonna go like the whole Todd McFarlane fucking Mark McGwire route.
What's that?
When he bought the Mark McGwire's fucking home run baseball for like fucking $3 million or some shit like that. Remember that, Mike?
Well,
yeah, I remember.
Well, yeah, Post Malone bought this freaking card. And,
yeah, I thought you were gonna say something like, "Oh, it's like worth shit now," you know, or something because he bought it, he found it. You know, it's not. Oh, there it is, type of thing.
He's Post Malone's like an avid, fucking huge Magic the Gathering player. He loves the game.
I saw one time somebody took a picture of Post Malone and photoshopped all the tattoos and shit off of him, off of his face and shit, and it said pre Malone.
That's just
that
like,
guy,
I don't know.
The guy that you put in the chat, was that the same guy that did him in the first series? Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. Post Malone's like, he's kind of like but that's other fucking dude's name, fucking Tashi 6'9" or.
They are nothing alike.
No, I mean they both have like fucking tattoos on their face, like a fucking school desk. You know,
I was gonna say they both look like a fucking school desk. Yeah,
a lot of musical artists have tattoos on their face.
Do you have tattoos on your face, Mike?
No, I do not.
We know a musical artist who's on tour.
We know one. We know one musical artist. Not exactly a huge sampling.
I know a bunch of musical artists, and none of them have tattoos on their face. But then again, I'm sure they're different musical artists.
Doesn't mean that there's not a lot of them out there that do.
I have my limits of like what, like, you know, even if I was like in a position where I never had to work again, like if I could do something else for a living where I could have tattoos on my face, I don't know that I would necessarily. Like, I think I probably at that point, like, I was always trying to keep them like above, like not get them on my hands or my neck or anything like that. But I think I'm past all that. I probably would at this point. But the face though, and if I was going to get one on the neck, it couldn't be no fucking jailhouse looking thing. Like it would have to be like decorative. Like it would have to look, you know what I mean? It would have to be artistic, you know?
Yeah.
But the face, I'm not sure. Like, and I don't look down on anybody that does. I think it looks cool sometimes, but there again, I think it's got to be artistic looking. Like you just can't look like you can't look like a school desk. Like, I don't know.
Just random shit that your friend fucking was practicing on, you know?
Yeah. Like it looked like you passed out drunk at a party and there was a Sharpie, you know, on the premises and
right.
And then you woke up like that. Like, you know.
Yeah. No, that's not my thing, but you know, more power to people who do.
Yeah, fuck it.
Did you guys hear about or like watch about the Twisted Metal show?
They're doing a Twisted Metal show.
It's already out.
It's there. It's already. So the dude that plays.
Wait, when the fuck did they do Twisted Metal? Was this recent?
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Live action?
Yeah. So the dude that plays Falcon from the Marvel movies. He doesn't know who Anthony Mackie is. He just knows Falcon. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right. That's Jed knows. Jed knows how he's got it. Although, you know what, I would. In my defense, I would have known that one, but for the most part, yeah, if you're gonna explain shit to me, you got to give me like who they play. Anthony Mackie, I knew though.
So it's weird because have you watched it all, Levy?
No.
So it's weird.
That trailer really turned me off to it. So
it's not bad.
It's not bad. Stupid.
It's not bad, but it's kind of like Anthony Mackie is playing like this, like a Eddie Murphy, Ryan Reynolds type of character, and it was like really hard for me to get into his acting at first because he's playing this fucking, you know, like a Ryan Reynolds like type of personality, and that's not like anything I've seen him in before. Yeah. It was really funny because he was like driving around like in the beginning of the show, and he's like, oh, I gotta throw some music on instead, and he pops out the CD that he had in there. It was the Jerky Boys.
No shit.
Yep.
That's great.
But yeah, it's not bad so far. I only watched one episode of it, but I mean, it's, you know, it's like a stupid action pack. It's kind of like that movie fucking Death Race that Jason Statham was in. It's like that, you know, type of thing. But yeah, it's not bad so far.
I've been watching My Adventures with Superman.
There's 10 episodes, Mike. So that's how long the series is.
That's a lot of episodes, man.
but they're only half hour long.
Well, there's that. Got that going for it.
Mm-hmm. So 5 hours. Have you watched the latest Superman?
The one that posted tonight?
I don't know. No, not tonight. The one before. Is it still staying as good as the originals? I mean, the big first few episodes.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Have you seen the Flash movie, by the way, Levy?
Nope.
Have you seen like clips from it at all?
I'll wait till it comes out on streaming. Yeah, I've seen clips. I've seen the god awful CGI fucking cameos at the end.
Yeah, you didn't like them at all?
No, they look terrible.
Oh,
they were just fucking awful.
It was fun seeing Nicolas Cage dressed up as Superman, though.
That was fucking stupid.
So mad. The CGI is horrible, though.
Yeah, it was just god awful. So, yeah, well, I mean, it sucks that Michael Keaton had to get roped into that shit, but fuck Ezra Miller.
Barring, Ezra Miller being a fucking asshole and like weird and shit. You put all that to the side and you just watch the movie for what it is. Mm-hmm. It's a good movie. I liked it.
No, you trick me out
fucking
sometimes.
Black Adam and shit.
Because you don't like anything, but you like that one. But you might be one of the, I don't want to say one of the only, but it seems like you're in the minority there. Because a lot of the, I don't know, I feel like I heard mostly negative about that movie, about The Flash from people that have seen it.
Like I said, you take all the Ezra Miller shit and all that fucking legal crap and all the shit that he was charged with, like, out of it, and you just put it as this like a stupid fucking fun, you know, comic book movie.
Yeah.
And you throw Michael Keaton in it, who does a fucking awesome fucking Batman.
Of course.
And it's good. I liked it, and the story was decent. I mean, the CGI was kind of shitty, but it was like a 90s type of CGI. You know, it definitely wasn't something that you should have paid money for in the long run. But I had a feeling they were rushing it out to get it out. But I liked it. I liked the whole thing. I thought it was good. I liked the little cameos that they had, you know, from everybody else, like fucking Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa and stuff like that. But and seeing like them like do it's, even though it is shitty CGI, seeing like Christopher Reeves as like Superman again and what's her name as Supergirl and going through all these different, you know, universes with different like Adam West Batman type. It was, you know, Nicholas, even though it was stupid, Nicolas Cage as fucking Superman was kind of fun to see. Instead of being critical about it, I was just like enjoying it for what it was.
Speaking of big titties, did you see they casted Spider-Woman for the who the hell was it, man? I saw the pictures and I was like, damn, Spider-Woman's gonna have some big ass titties.
Spider-Woman for what?
Or is it Spider-Girl? God damn it. What did I see earlier today?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Sydney Sweeney. Sweeney is gonna play
movie?
It's for that Sony fucking debacle. Madam Web, I think it is.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. All I know is that they showed a bunch of pictures of her and she had like these big ass jugs in every single one of them.
And it was just, I gotta look that up.
And who's she playing? Spider-Gwen?
It's playing Jessica Drew.
Oh, okay. So Spider-Woman.
Oh, that's because she's playing. Is she playing Barbarella? Is that why? Yeah, she does have some big hands, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Sydney
not
Sweeney.
what the fuck is that? Christina Hendricks, like not Christina Hendricks big, but
not Kat Dennings.
Not Kat Dennings, yeah. But you know what? Christina Hendricks got the biggest titties, like movie star wise, you know, because most of the time movie stars aren't usually like, you know, with the giant jugs and shit like that.
She's playing Julia Carpenter's Spider-Woman.
Do you count Kat Dennings as a celebrity movie star or not?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this might be my all-time celebrity crush, honestly, in some weird way. I know she doesn't have a single fucking tattoo on her, but look at that's your Spider-Woman. Are you in the chat? Anybody in the chat? That is our Spider-Woman.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
She looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had an article about Jane Fonda's concerns about the sexploitation label.
Oh, Jane Fonda should shut her old fucking dried out ass up. I love when you listen, man. You know, I hate when actors and actresses play characters and then it's like their character. Like, do we need to hear? Did Lou Ferrigno have anything to say about, you know, the Incredible Hulk, or was he cool with it? I bet he was really fired up when the Hulk was pussed, you know, when he was pussing out, when he didn't want to fight. Lou Ferrigno is Lou Ferrigno still alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was probably pissed, which is ironic. Some sort of way.
That's where I know it from.
He was like, when Lou Ferrigno gets pissed, he turns into like what, Bill Bixby?
Oh shit, man. Fucking
Buddy,
funny.
if you haven't been watching Strange New Worlds, right? The last episode of the season came out this past week.
Okay.
And they did the Lower Decks crossover, which was fucking amazing.
That's not the last episode of the season.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Oh, but let me continue. But they did the musical.
They did the musical episode after that.
Yeah, it was like it was awesome, which was really good. So, but if you haven't watched them, you should watch them. There's some really good shit. And then the last episode now is with the Gorn.
Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it, but I haven't actually sat down and watched any of it. That's
going to be their like Borg type of thing. But there was
I have to watch the other seasons of Lower Decks too.
There was one where they did like a flashback of like during the Klingon War, which was really cool too. But I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I don't know how soon you're going to watch, but maybe this might actually help you watch. But it was like, because they're doing the whole musical episode, and the Klingons hailed them, and they were getting affected by this musical-ish. They were doing like a boy band routine. It was fucking awesome. It was this thing like having JT, being like a Klingon fucking captain. It was really funny. It's been really good though. You should watch it. You should absolutely watch it. Both seasons have been pretty fucking solid, barring like an episode here or there, but it's been really good.
I've been meaning to watch. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I heard the whole X-Men 97
not helping me in that regard.
I heard the whole X-Men 97 cartoon fucking is a big fucking pile of shit at the moment.
Stop.
No shit.
Why? Wait,
you don't say.
Mean? Because why?
The animation like mishmash that you're doing.
Oh, the animation's bad? Well, I mean, this pretty par for the course for this fucking show, isn't it?
It's been taking a long time, but apparently from what I've read rumors wise is that they've changed like they wanted to be like the original, right?
So they're working really hard to make it look like shit.
Yeah, and that's the part. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you want to look original, that shouldn't take long at all to animate. But then everybody was like, "Oh no, let's change the look of it." So it's not like a fucking reboot; it's more of like a reimagining of it. And then they were showing like the fucking poster that came out for it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks fucking bad." So hopefully they get their shit straight.
Well, I feel bad for all the X-Men animated series fans.
Mike, Mike's one of them.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Fuck Mike. But yeah, no. I mean, I'm not disappointed because I had no hope for that show anyway.
They were saying Jean Grey's pregnant in it, or this might be Madeline Pryor, and I don't know. It seems like
I imagine it'll probably be Madeline Pryor because
they want to throw some gay characters in there. Well, they want to make Hector gay and stuff like that. I don't know. Not sure.
Hector, which one's Hector?
Fucking Richter.
Richter.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, Hector Sunspot, I think. Is that it? Who's Sunspot? Is that Hector?
No.
I think he was Brazilian. Come on, Mike, help me out. What was Sunspot's real name? It was Hector, wasn't it?
Sunspot was oh my god, don't tell me. Damn it. Sunspot.
Oh, I got it. I found it. Okay. No, it wasn't. No, Hector was Richter, I think. Let me look up.
Yeah, Hector was Richter.
Do you know his name? Do you remember?
Oh my god. No, don't tell me. I'll continue with the conversation. I'll come up with it on my own.
We'll Google it.
No, I'm not going to Google it. I want my. Okay. I don't want to.
There's no way you're going to convince me that you didn't Google it if you come up with it.
Well, it's not like I wasn't a fucking fan. I'll eventually come up with it. I just have to think it over. That's all.
Oh, okay. Think it over while you Google it.
Sunspot was he was the one with all the fucking money and shit like that.
Yeah.
God damn it. His
dad was a big fucking Brazilian businessman or whatever. I forget what he did, what he sold or whatever.
I'll come up with it.
Richter's name is Richter. Oh wait, Richter's name is Julio Esteban.
Sunspot. God damn it. It's on the tip of my fucking tongue, man.
I'll give you a hint. It's three names. It's three words, not two, for his name.
Well, I mean, I would accept his first and last name.
It is, but it's a separate word.
I'm trying to think of the, because they were in the New Mutants movie. He was in the New Mutants movie, and they didn't use their code names. They used all their real names, and I'm trying to remember fucking. Well, you don't have to wait for me. Are you waiting for me to think of it?
I thought maybe you might.
Now.
I thought like inspiration would have hit you out of nowhere. Anyway, so that's the rumor that there's supposed to be some type of shit going on with the whole thing. But I have a feeling that they'll figure it out and it'll at least look the same way as it did fucking in the 90s. But I saw all the Marvel Legends stuff they were pushing out already.
Yeah, those Marvel Legends figures actually don't look too bad.
No.
That Wolverine actually looks pretty good. But it's not like we don't have a billion fucking Wolverine figures.
I know. What do you think we have more of? Deadpool or Wolverine figures?
Ooh, that's
Wolverine.
That's a good question.
They did do that whole like rainbow pack of Deadpools.
Well, they did all
that was 3.75 inch though.
Oh,
but they did all them weird ass Deadpools too, like the Chef Deadpool and this Deadpool and that Deadpool and
yeah,
all these like.
Yeah, but they also have Wolverine. They have brown suit Wolverine. They actually have like 2 or 3 of those brown suit Wolverine figures because they re-released them so many times.
Weapon X.
They have
Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, the Weapon X, Age of Apocalypse Weapon X, yellow and blue suit, or the X-Men team uniform, X-Force, various plainclothes versions, Old Man Logan,
the movie, the live action movie,
live action movie Wolverines. I don't really count those. I'm just talking about like Marvel Legends comic book Wolverines.
Wolverine's like the William Shatner of fucking.
Yeah, but Wolverine's awesome though. Oh, by the way, it's fucking Robert DaCosta is Sunspot's name.
Yeah, you got it. Good job.
Yeah. I knew I was going to remember it eventually, but I needed the movie to think about the movie because they used all the real names and shit.
I knew he was going to Google it.
Yep.
Who is this person that you posted a picture of here?
What do you think of her?
Oh, she's all right. Isn't that the gingerbread lady?
It's the gingerbread girl. Yeah, I was trying to trick Jed into saying she's a good looking girl, like, man.
Putting that image before her is like me like smelling like cheesecake and then biting into a fucking pear, you know? It's not the same. It's like you're tricking me.
But we've already seen this girl's probably has a similar body in a bathing suit or close to it at least anyways.
That's conjecture. We're not 100% sure.
Look at the picture up top. The one that Levy posted that I posted at the same time, man. You can see her like I don't know, man. I'd be willing to, because not in Levy's screenshot, because Levy cuts off her ass, you know what I mean? Like in mine, you can see her curves and shit underneath the table, man. She looks like she would be pretty good looking running across the beach with that alien.
So according to the AI, as of 2021, there are over 25 Marvel Legends Wolverines that have been produced.
Wow.
And over 8 Deadpools. That's it. So definitely Wolverine wins on this one, I think.
Did it really say it like that? Over 8?
It said, hold on, let me bring it back
over
up again.
8 of them have been like, so
as of
9.
2021, there are over 30 different Marvel Legends Wolverines released by Hasbro.
Yeah.
And for the Deadpool, it says, as of 2020, there are a total of 11 Marvel Legends Deadpool figures.
11.
Yeah. So Wolverine's definitely on top.
I'm surprised it's only 11. That sounds low. I believe it, but it sounds low.
Well, that was 2 years ago. I don't think they released too many since then. Maybe 1 or 2. Still, I mean, they've been pushing Wolverines like at least a couple a year. Even the cowboy hat Wolverine. Don't forget about that one.
Yeah, I would never buy that. I really hate the cowboy hat. It's just
Fuck you, Mike.
I do. I hate it, man. Like, I just look at it like, I don't know.
But you got a cowboy hat, don't you?
What?
You own a cowboy hat, don't you?
No.
Oh, that must be Brother Kyle then.
But I like westerns. I love cowboys. I love the whole cowboy look.
The only person I feel bad about saying like that cowboy hat shit to is Candace, because Candace had a fucking cowboy hat on in her one profile picture and said something to me about it the one time, and I'm like, well, you know, I was like, when I saw you, you didn't have the fucking cowboy hat on. I said, if you had the cowboy hat on, I'd have avoided you. But I see the cowboy hat, I immediately, like, you know, if it was the dating game and contestant number 2 had a cowboy hat, my choice would definitely be either 1 or 3. No matter what other things number 2 had to offer. Oh shit. Are we doing any questions or anything? Do we do that anymore?
No. No. I don't know if Levy had any weird news or anything like that, or if it was just a Post Malone news story that you had. If you had anything that you want to...
You guys heard about the Montgomery Brawl, right?
The who?
The Montgomery Brawl.
Oh,
that big fucking fight that happened on that pier in Montgomery.
I heard about Alabama. It, but I didn't watch it.
Oh yeah. Fucking yeah, that was something.
And what's the big deal about that? Was it just because of the amount of people?
It was a big fucking fight. Fucking the security guard tried to tell these fucking people that they were blocking the pier for a riverboat that was coming in, and they fucking jumped him.
Wow.
And it was, so like this black security guard tell these white people to move their boat. They fucking jump him, and a bunch of black people came in and fucking defended him. One dude came fucking swimming up out of the water and fucking jumped into the fight.
I saw that one.
I watched some dude get fucking rock bottomed. It was great. You should watch the video, man. You should fucking watch that shit.
There was a video, or there was a still shot of they were picking one kid off the ground at the end of the fight, and his Crocs were actually his feet. His feet were through his Crocs. His Crocs were like halfway up his calf. Yeah, wow. But they were man, they beat the fucking Crocs off of this motherfucker, man. Yeah.
That's like I remember back in the day. It was Flyers versus Stars, I think it was, or something like that. And it was just this big fucking brawl. Like both teams were just fucking like just going at it, and there were sticks and fucking shit everywhere. And the two fucking goalies were just fucking standing there. And I can't remember who the fuck the goalie was. It was a really popular goalie back in the day for Flyers. I can't remember his name though. It wasn't
Ron Hextall.
It might have been him. And I think the Dallas was Snow, I think, back then.
I don't remember.
And they were just like kind of, they were just like there waiting. And then he decided the Flyers. I think he was like, fuck it. He skated all the way over to the fucking other goalie dude. He just punched him for no reason. I was like, that's awesome. But yeah, I remember the commentator saying that there was just fucking sticks and fucking mitts and shit everywhere. Now what we got here? Is an update?
This is no.
The gingerbread girl.
Her name is Kelly Brook. I don't even know who that is, but I was just scrolling through the news feed and I saw that picture pop up, and I just am putting this in here, and I'm asking you guys right now: smash or pass?
Smash.
Yes, all day. Levy.
Kelly Brook. Yeah, she's I've heard of her. She's a plus size model.
It doesn't look that plus size.
No, that's what she is. She's a plus size model.
I like how they. Yeah, that's well, whatever. That's plus size. That's amazing. That would be plus size sitting right on my fucking face, man. Seriously though, like that's a perfect fucking thick MILF. That's what I see when I see that. I don't see plus size anything. I was just curious. The article that I pulled that from, it just says, the headline says, according to science, 43-year-old Kelly Brook has the most perfect body. Which, whatever. I don't know how you could really. I would have to read it, but it looks pretty good to me.
Yeah. So is there anything coming out that's you're excited for, Mike? Anything
action figure wise or movie wise or
Transformers wise, like anything, any news that I might have missed? Hasn't been keeping track of that at all.
No, I was just scrolling my own feed because I've been making it a point to still post stuff that I thought
Smash or pass.
Pass.
You know what? Wait. Who's the face?
Wait. Do I have a choice? That's a question. Do I have a choice?
No. If she gets a hold of you, she's smashing.
I have no choice at this point.
Yeah. Whose face is that photoshopped on there?
Oh, I have no idea.
No idea. You know who else I saw, Jed? That I don't know if you're going to be anywhere or not. Chris Bishop posted her in the WTF group.
The 80s chick?
That 80s chick.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Who is that?
That's all night. Yeah, that's fucking
That
all
80s chick? What 80s chick?
Hang on, I'm looking her up right now, man.
I think it was just a random 80s chick. That's all.
Yeah, but she's a current chick, but she's just really into. I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was like from the past type of thing.
No, I think she's like oh my God, when I seen that big hair on her and then that weight, I'm like, wait. Let me grab a link. Levy's not going to be into her, but it was funny. I saw her and I'm like, me and Jed will agree on this one too.
What makes you think I won't be into her?
Because she looks like she should be dancing on top of a car in a White Snake video. But she's like a current girl, you know what I mean? She just dresses the part.
Think I don't like women like that?
I just figured that would be more me and Jed's pocket than why can't I just grab this?
I'm not too picky when it comes to women, man.
So it's a smash then for the chick that's all ripped out, right?
If Levy said that and then like heard the tapping of the foot and turn around and April was standing behind. There you go, Levy. Go check her out. Anna Mall, her name is N-A or A-N-A is the first name and the last name is M-O-L-L. And she's like,
yeah, all right.
Every bit of fucking
I'd smash that
80s hair metal juiciness that you could possibly handle. She actually has I didn't listen to any of it, but apparently she's a singer.
She actually looks kind of like if Lisa Marie Osmond was a White Snake girl.
Yeah, I can see that a little bit.
So yeah, definitely smash.
I like this. I like the new Smasher Pass segment. Oh, that fucking humongous hair. I can't get enough of it. All right, what's next?
You're the host. You tell us.
I don't know. I'm feeling I'm feeling it's over.
I feel like we're dragging it through the mud.
Yeah, we're dragging it through the mud. It's fucking time to fucking call it a day. Is anybody else got anything in closing besides smashing and passing? Jed, do you have anything you'd like to say before we get out of here?
Check out Dragon Star Inc. Our new t-shirts are up there. You know, if you want to. Nice one, Levy. That's like a Rob Liefeld drawing.
Levy's. This is out of Levy's personal porn stash. All these pictures,
right? Yeah, they are. Check me out. I'll be at BotCon in 2 weeks. Check out my stand. I'll be the one with the really high t-shirts all the way up in the sky. So come say hi if you see me.
I'll be the one annoying the people to the left, right, and behind me.
Are you is Vanessa, are you going to be doing any type of cosplay at all when you guys are there?
Nah, she said no. The BotCon or TFCon is usually she does. I usually do RetroCon and New York Comic Con, but BotCon TFCon I'm always it's all business. I just got to be taking care of shit. I think she said she's going to, but she's not going to go full. She said she's just going to wear the Optimus Prime cosplay, but just not do everything. Just wear the shirt and the pants and shit and just be comfortable.
Cool.
So, but we got some ideas for the other couple of cons that we're going to do, but nah, not a BotCon. BotCon's just going to be all business, I guess.
Cool.
Looking forward to it though. I'm hoping next year TFCon and BotCon are both within driving distance. I would love to be able to do both of them.
Aren't they doing were they doing this? Is it California or Florida? Florida for TFCon? Florida.
Yeah. TFCon's in Florida, yeah. So I'm imagining next year's going to be back in Chicago again, but we'll see. Levy.
Yeah.
It's busy with the pictures.
He was spacing out on these muscle bound bitches. Do you have anything you would like to add?
The correct term is muscle mommies.
Is that the correct term? I'm glad I did not know that.
He's in some groups. On Facebook.
I'm sure he's on that Weibo.
On the Weibo,
yeah. Asian muscle mommies.com.
You got anything, Levy?
Cowboy hats are awesome.
Fucking
awesome and muscle mommies forever.
I don't even know how the hell we're even friends sometimes, man.
Wow. What if there's like the muscle mommies from Texas that wear hats, Levy?
Looking it up right now.
Oh, shit. You got your peanut butter and chocolate in my chocolate.
I'm going to close out by saying, well, first of all, by the way, shout out early to Doors. Doors is at TF Nation as we speak, as this is being recorded. So by the time this drops, he will probably have shared any kind of toy goodies that he sees over there. Last I heard, he was his mind was expanded and he had to go back to the room to get his mind extra expanded. So I don't know if I'm going to be hearing anything more from him tonight, but we'll keep up with him over the weekend and see what goes on. So outside of that,
we'll be tracking his activity as the news story progresses.
Yeah, the news story. Yeah, Doors got boots on the ground over there, man. Shit. Yeah, don't forget to check out hiddentoys.net.
.com.
.com.
Actually. .com, .net, same thing.
The .net was the old one.
Well, it's still current. It's just I added on to it, you know.
Got it.
So it's versatile, you know.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it, man. Enough's enough. We're out.